Hello, kings and queens.
Haddly diddly.
We're gonna do that from now on. I'm gonna use overly corrective positive language.
That's gonna make up for years of transgressions.
Burble Drank is either his account is banned or a very smart person is impersonating him. Who knows? Not to get a thumbprint verification there, Burble, of course, as you all know.
We got Sleepy Dog, we got Matthias, we got OCDE, Fat Pretzel.
Burble says YouTube has banned him again for being too base for their plat. Yeah, they'll do that. What are you gonna do? There's a network error. What do you mean reload player? Hold on, I got a Twitch emergency. Hold on.
Twitch emergency. Twitch emergency.
No, Hellbent, you have to pick one. It's either YouTube or me.
You listen here, Hellbent. It's either me or him.
I know what I'm worth.
If you can't handle me at my worst, then you don't deserve me at my best.
Sad, YouTube wins that war, sadly, but here we are.
There's never a best, is there?
Geez, no, there's not a best. Like, YouTube's got its advertising problem right now, but I'll tell you, I mean, it's not like these websites are ever going to exist without ads, right? So, you know, I don't know what to say. You'll mail you a thumb. Yeah, mail me a thumb. Any thumb will do. That's enough. A blood sacrifice is all I need, even if you're not really Burble Drank. If you're only mail me someone's thumb, that shows a degree of loyalty that you just can't ignore.
YouTube's better than AdBlock.
Well, this was inevitable, right? Hey, Bloodburn.
It is fun what a hostage situation it is like a nuclear race of.
Well, it's been happening since TV. Remember TiVo came out and like all the TV stations got angry because people were just skipping the ads. They're like, no, watch them. They're not. Yeah. The ads are losing value. We can't.
I remember my grandpa programmed and he showed me how to do it. Remember, do you ever have like a Comcast remote, like the big silver one?
Yeah.
So, you know, those bottom 4 buttons that are like picture adjust and all that, you could macro them to be like skip ahead by different intervals. So he had like a go back 10 seconds and like a go forward by a minute and a half. And he could like.
Well, that's why they're cutting away your ads, because those ads.
Yeah, he could run through that.
But anyways, this is GTA. So let's start. You're going to learn the story, Brian. Brian's never played this game before because he's stupid.
I'm going to talk over every cutscene so I don't know what I'm watching.
Look, we got 3 choices. So that means there's more. Look, it had DLCs. I wonder if they're going to do one of these for GTA 5. No? All right, fine.
You know the lore of GTA 5 where like that Mount Chiliad thing where they're like people are making all sorts of backstory rumors up?
Online's the extra missions, dummy. That's where the expansions are, is in the online.
Well, no,
get a shark card.
It's just so funny to me that with GTA 5, they're like, and something's crazy is going to happen with aliens on the mountain. And then that DLC comes out, and everyone's like, no, that can't be it. There's got to be something better.
Daddy's back, you bitches! Daddy's back, you bitches!
Cool.
Oh, it sounds like my house.
Dave, come on.
Come on, Brian.
Dave is not coming. Ignore him. Come on, we got to get this thing ready before we dock. Let's go.
Whoa, look at all the text on that ship. Do those people see that?
Watch out, guys.
Look out, Aaron's gonna crash into the...
Text on the screen again, boy.
Look at that city render.
I've had it with all this text coming into Ellis Island.
Crazy place, Nico. What you going to do?
I'm gonna get a claim for this music, I know it. How dare you play the intro? I'm gonna talk over it. If I'm getting a copyright claim, I'm running my mouth.
Gonna have one of those free streamer packs. Just plays Kevin MacLeod the whole way through.
It's a shame the OST for this is really good.
It's delightful.
Then I got this gig and I spend the next 7 months with you fine people and I forget.
A chaos.
He's got a
emerald.
Chaos Emerald. Yeah. Oh no, he put it in the porridge. Dr. Robotnik's gonna be pissed.
After the war finished, I couldn't get a job.
They are immigrating from Robotropolis.
Really needed to edit the game so that that's Dr. Robotnik making that cake.
Do you remember when Mario Odyssey came out? And
Could be.
they put Mario over the guy, and they had him like ragdoll through this.
Sleepy Dogs on says, how dare you let the voice actor speak, Hellbent? He's gonna take you for every dime you have. No, it's not true with AI rules and all that. I can just own anybody's voice.
In the world of acting, it's dog eat dog. We gotta talk.
I don't live in California and I'm not a SAG.
You're not a SAG.
Not a SAG.
You're not a
I think
SAG.
they added the AFTA, like SAG AFTA. I think they merged just so that they could like make the name a little less.
Yeah. I thought in South Park that when they did the Film Actors Guild, I was like, there's no way the name's that dumb. They're like, SAG.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, by the way, the cutscenes are going to render at really funny frame rates. I don't know how to fix that. Look at it. It looks
Oh,
like
the car's going at 30, but this is
way
60,
too bad.
obviously.
Oh, he looks like he's claymation.
My shoulders.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
What? To forget our language?
Is that a shirt or a texture glitch?
That's supposed to look that way. Look, they didn't have the facial capture technology yet.
Yeah, that's okay. I kind of like when they're cartoonier. I don't want them to look all real.
Lucky Nugget says Nico's voice actor got paid poorly for how much game, so the damage already been. Yeah, that was a big controversy. Nico's actor got like $10,000 or something.
As opposed to everyone in Grand Theft Auto 5. I like when they were stunt casting in the first 3 and they're like, we're gonna stop doing that.
No, just hire some
Immediately.
nobody. It's way cheaper. You can treat them like
Why?
trash, and no one will do anything to stop it.
Well, the Ian Cardone, the new guy playing Rick, man, it's made his whole life. Just
Don't
being
you
this
like
good
Roman?
voice.
Buddy. Just take over the world someplace else,
Yeah,
all right?
buddy.
You're in the
Hey,
goddamn
come
way.
Screw you all! My cousin
is here, Nico Bellic. He's the fucking man, bitch.
I do like the quirky side character in your first mission.
To the mansion.
He looks like Darkside Phil.
Yes, the mansion.
Oh, maybe I should.
Okay.
This is awesome.
Okay. Hey, is this a cab? Where's the sports?
Sugar Bit says he sounds a little like Charlie Day. Let's go bash rats! There's an episode
He's just up the road. I'll let you know
of Always Sunny that's a parody of Home Alone where Charlie gets... he wants to go watch the Super Bowl, but he set up too many death traps and he immediately trips into all of them and like a bear trap hits his foot.
Why don't you show me around the city?
So the whole story is just 127 hours.
There's been a big scare and you can't go across the bridges so good. You without the visa.
Is it more fun for you to do it this way?
The camera's really bad in this one.
Okay.
Nico, you ever had to
This camera I don't mind so much, but you see how I can't see in front of me so good?
This is
Yeah.
the business that will take us to the top of the
You might go
pile.
like, use a wide camera. All right, I'll use a wide camera.
Big titties to be playing with.
And everything's good here. This is fine. But it's like, now judge this corner. I'm like, okay. Oh.
Oh well. I like in the world of Grand Theft Auto.
But if I'm all in front like this, I'm like, oh, I can steer this. Look at this. Whee! I have control.
He has women too.
I always when I play it like this, I always think of that SpongeBob where they picture him with a driver's license and he goes la 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 la, and you're just watching like this CG road with everyone getting flattened.
Every possible choice. The city is like a big udder milk and ice cream shop. 36 flavors of titty. Half Beach is a little corner of Eastern
I know
Europe.
one thing about this game.
Hove Beach. Next
I'm
to
listening to Roman tell me about the town. I got to the
Sorry.
objective too quick.
Immigrants here do
Sorry,
not make it
I'm-
very far from the boats they come in on.
No, everyone seems happy where they are. It reminds them of the Black Sea or something. People leave home to hang around the people they ran away from. Well, Chuno, it's just temporary for us, though.
This is the mansion?
Just a temporary place. The mansion is coming, cousin. That's the dream. Follow me.
You're gonna learn these characters, Brian, and what their motivations are and what makes them tick.
Come in, come in. Make yourself at home. What's mine is yours.
This is bigger than my old apartment.
I was about
Seattle.
to say,
Some rent, I wouldn't care. Oh, shit.
I cleaned it up and not so bad.
Ah,
You could play VR.
Good to see you.
You can play VR in this apartment. Yeah. They should make apartments be VR compatible. A little blue check mark next to them.
He doesn't even have to have this
Well, I
mattress.
need to change anyway.
I think there's another room.
So.
This is like
So,
Sonic
you
and
came
Shadow
to play
talking.
for What? What? Where's luxury condo? Where's sports car? Where's Barbara with big titties and Stephanie who sucks like a vacuum?
What are you talking about?
In your
Remember in New
letters
York,
to
they have
my
the apartments
mother,
that cut
in your letters
top to bottom
me,
so they're 3
all
feet
I
tall?
hear about is Mr. Big, Mr. Wrong,
That's smart.
living the American dream.
Oh, by the way, I
800
took away the
bucks a month.
piss filter, so this doesn't look as great out as it usually should.
Okay, this looks great.
Opportunity. I come
For
here,
2007?
and the only
Yeah.
thing big about
Oh,
your
7?
life
This
is
looks
the
amazing.
cockroaches.
That's right. I got the base cockroaches.
Hi,
I
Sister
got the
A.
base cats.
Screw you,
Hi,
you
Shad. Hi,
idiot.
Jillian. Hi, Lucky
I
Nugget.
am an idiot, but you must admit, I have the baseline in bullshit you ever
Chad says it looks like his
Yes,
freshman
I
dorm.
know, asshole.
But here.
You
You
lucky
could fix
son of a
this
gun.
place.
Needed was one good guy.
This
One
place
good
is
guy
going for
could do well.
50,000
Not
a
take
month
over
now.
the world,
Yeah.
but do okay.
This is
This
a
is now-
dump in 2007.
But what about
Today,
you?
this is a mansion.
What about you, cousin?
There's
What?
rich people fighting to live here right now.
Oh,
There are college students who
why
are
you
working on their
live all
animation
this
career in
time?
one of these.
First I hear you,
Soul
do
Strike
what
says,
you
"Remember the
want,
swing
kind.
set
Then
glitch?"
you
I sure
say
do.
merchant Navy. Now you're here. You never tell me anything.
Billion asks, do you guys
No.
think Bully's a
What do you
spin-off
mean,
game
no?
of this series? No, it's a
Oh, I
spin-off of
never tell
GTA
you
3.
anything. Another time.
Ooh, mystery man.
Oh, wait, no,
Strange
Bully.
and exotic
Bully's its own thing. It's a
flavor.
spin-off of
What happened?
GTA
Did your
2.
captain make you
I don't know.
pregnant?
Screw you.
GTA isn't GTA 2 in the
No,
future?
no, it's
GTA
not
2
like
takes
that.
place during Manhunt, I
She's
think.
fine.
Oh,
It was before
We should
that.
play GTA 2. That game's
Two things.
really
love to play the-
offensive.
During
the
the
top-down
war,
ones, yeah.
GTA 2 in particular is like
they
really
said
vile.
to us, War is where the young and stupid are tricked by the old and
I would
bitter
like to play the
privilege.
Rockstar editor on this.
I was very young.
I got a few mods running. I added extra pedestrians, extra blood,
Maybe that is no excuse.
and that's
All
it.
copyrighted music.
No, I think I took that out, but
Are you
I'm sorry, no, I
sleeping,
took away the
you
piss
fool?
filter, that's right.
Come
No
on.
P filter, extra pedestrians, added blood. That's it.
You're totally right. This dude looks like he could walk into any book with his pony pokey.
Nico,
Yeah.
I've got to run. Come meet me at the cab.
I got a claymation to the wall. I'm drying up. I need water. Spritz me.
From the
They put me
makers
in the
of
kill
Chicken
at the end
Run.
of the cutscene to save me for later.
Give me a hug. Good to
From
have
the
you here,
creators of
cousin.
Chicken
I've
Run,
got something
Flushed
for you.
Away,
Oh,
Grand Theft Auto 4.
Your
Yes,
game is
man. Sorry.
hand animated
Forgive
by
me,
the
okay? No-
Chicken Run crew as you play it.
It took so long to finish it because the studio burned down.
Okay.
I gotta watch Flushed Away again, knowing the studio burned down because I think
More
that
like
one's all
Robot
CGI,
Chicken.
right? Yeah. I would love to hear the story of how the Flushed Away studio burned down because that.
They probably left the light on.
Remember, that's how they destroyed the Shining set. They were supposed to make Raiders on there, and then they didn't until it
Well-
all burned down.
Oh, by the way, how's the audio balance? I didn't cue in Brian at all. He asked like, "Does this
Yeah.
sound good?" I'm like, "Yeah, whatever."
It sounds well. I have mine balanced my way.
It's either
how do I
start
tune
on
in?
time or balance the audio. We can also test a delay with chat during this little thing. Sis Day says audio is good. Thank you.
Thank you, Sis Day. Sis Day also says Brian excited for the new Garfield movie. I have. I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna go see it in the theater.
Yeah, you know what? I have a friend who lives on the open sea who will take me to see movies, and I might go see it with him.
That's a good idea. He looks kind of like Evil Morty. That Garfield. I was thinking, isn't Chris Pratt also Mario?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so he's the least objectionable voice actor in America right now.
They just
is
don't
what I'm
hire
seeing.
different people. They hire, like, even in Hollywood, they just hire the same damn dude for everything, which is fine.
Well, Sonic should have been Chris Pratt too. Like Sonic's designed to be like no personality, all like generic likability. Simple. Ryan Reynolds-ish. Ryan Reynolds is considered like an extreme now.
Well, you know, and to be fair to Chris Pratt, of course, people will see it because he is in it.
Which one is he? Is he wasn't Captain America, was he?
I think he's in like the Lego movie or something. I think that's where they like. I think that was his big first one.
He's just the voice. Let's see, the handsome fella, Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, he's Star-Lord, ain't he? I do like him as Star-Lord.
Yeah, he's good. I ain't saying he's bad. I'm just, you know.
No, he's.
And you know what? He's got to eat. So like, who's, you know. You can't have every actor employed, is what I'm trying to say. Hey, Cleric of
Bill
Chaos.
Murray was so good as Garfield, though. I feel bad that. Not that Bill Murray was going to be easy to get a franchise, because they obviously want to make a Garfield, you know, the quadrilogy if it does well. Oh, Parks and Rec is where it comes from, says Nugget.
I didn't expect that coming.
Very difficult.
Damn.
Hello, Roman. Hello, miss.
Mallory, this is my cousin I tell you about, Nico. Nico, this is Mallory, the beautiful girl I tell you about. See, not everything I tell you is bull.
Nico has this special disease where he jitters as if the frame rate's capped.
Thank you.
This is the woman
Hello, we weren't interpolated.
What does the computer say? It said singles in your area or something, didn't it?
I missed it.
You're fucking crazy, man.
You should lose few pounds. Otherwise, this beautiful lady is going to leave.
I know. I'm a fat prick. What can I do?
Pay you debts?
I think it's a lighting issue because he doesn't look so claymation-y anymore, but the other guy does.
Then you say your phone out of batteries. You treat me like a bitch.
Never.
God, Louis C.K. looks bad.
Bitch, huh?
I guess it's true.
This looks especially scary at 4K.
I know.
You're getting a better version of it than I am. My version's all like super
I know.
crisp, like crispity crisp.
Her,
Oh man, I can see every
has
pore.
a particular, yeah.
Ah. Oh, good. Great.
Yeah.
I saw the camera pull out for a second because the frame rate wasn't matching the game frame rate. Did you see that?
Yeah, I think she's shopping for houses.
Yes, he's all
Oh, okay, that makes
Come on,
sense.
Nico, let's go. Darling, I'll see you later. I've got to take my cousin around some more. Get him settled.
Yeah, no one disrespects Roman Jonah. Roman kicks ass.
Have you been playing Alan Wake without me?
Nope.
Okay, because I've been hearing it gets even better.
I'm excited for it to get better.
Oh yeah, this looks fun.
You're going to build this mansion.
Can you put like a muddy, gray, washed out, pissy filter over everything so it looks worse?
To get rid of the filter that I mean to put the filter back up that I took out, I'd have to reinstall the entire game.
I'm glad it's that departed from the game then. That you have to do that much.
It would
You
be more
can't
effort to
accidentally.
it'd be more effort to re-enable it, yeah.
Siste says Kitten Garfield looks so cute. As soon as I saw Garfield as a kitten, I was like, I'm not in love with this movie because as soon as every time I see something where you see them as a baby, they just did that with the Muppets. You get to see Animal as a baby, and it's like, I get it. Don't worry, little fella. I'll give you a home. I've seen that. Courage the Cowardly Dog did it in 1999. Yeah. I like babies.
We got loan sharks after us. Roman, Stase de Shava.
I don't.
There's loan sharks.
Anyway, when I've played this game, I'll have enough money to pay them back.
La 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 la.
Beep, beep, beep.
You miss those trash cans.
Oh, I love trash. Oh God! Oh,
Hey, watch it!
oh shoot!
Cost me $600 a month.
No, one of the people I killed dropped $5. Okay, let's go.
I'll pick that.
This is why Roman's in debt and Nico is not.
Yeah, Sugarbits is right. They bait you with the baby birds with the characters.
That was so fun to run those people over with my car.
I almost forgot. I'm giving you my
Molt Lambert says Brian's too young to remember that Muppet Babies was a thing. I feel old. No, I remember Muppet Babies.
The bumper's all covered in blood.
Those are the guys I owe money to. Do not hurt them.
Right next to the license plate.
Sleepy Dog says, Brian, we're waiting for you to play Crash of the Titans. Pay your debt, you fatso.
I don't think the camera is supposed to zoom in like that. What the fuck was that?
It'll do that. Sleepy Dog wants us to play Crash of the Titans. Hellvent's the one who has to play it. I'll play it by hand. Like, if we'd set it up so I play it and Hellvent could watch and just rip
I'll
on
do
me.
the stupid GBA one, but Brian has to play it because that
No.
that doesn't
Crash
look
of the Titans.
fun.
Crash of the Titans is fascinating because it has it has more lines of dialogue than GTA 4. That was their big. When Naughty Dog made Crash, they said Crash had no lines of dialogue in the game because.
Speaking of dialogue,
Oh, sorry.
I got a call. Shh.
Don't worry, I'm getting so many bullets, it's like I'm an AK. Miss McCool.
You can hang up on him if I want to. That's so realistic.
That's funny.
We're
So in
doing
Crash
favors.
of the Titans.
Oh
in
yeah,
Crash of the
pretend like
Titans-
you're in the car next to me and Roman's like actually, you know what I mean? Roman's also here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No, I'm Roman right now.
I'm on lookout, but tell me more about Crash of the Titans.
No, just hear me out.
Looks like your money lending friend.
Oh shoot, sorry Brian, you had to tell us in a second. Roman's about to die. Phone book, Roman.
So excited to see him die.
Cousin, two guys are going in the store. I think they are the loan sharks you speak of.
Shit, I'm down.
You better get out of there.
All right, I'm coming.
I just saved his life. I like Roman. Look at him, he's a rascal. He's like a raccoon.
Come back here, you shit!
Please don't hurt the men after us, cousin. They hate me enough as
This
it
might
is.
be my favorite
Get us
one.
back to the depot, quick.
I just like the character. Oh shoot, I'm in control. My bad. Ow, 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 ow.
Hey, you ran a red light. So
I'm a
Crash of
monster.
the Titans. When Naughty Dog made Crash, they intentionally gave Crash no lines of dialogue because they think lines of dialogue will date the
Alright,
product
guys,
and make it sound kind of lame.
Just like the old days, eh?
In the old days, we were dodging bombs, not loan sharks.
Just drive. Leave the funny comments
Let me
to
tell you more about Crash of Titans.
Also,
Anyway,
when you play in first person and the hood pops up,
Yeah,
you have to
that's
deal with
funny.
that, and I think that's kind of fun.
It should crack the camera just a little extra.
Well, look, I
That's
enjoy
fair.
first person driving. It's not for everybody.
No, I think it's funny. I think it should crack your camera. But yeah, Creative Doof is right. They had Brennan O'Brien say "whoa," which stuck around until Twin Sanity. But in Crash of the Titans, they advertised they had like 80,000 lines of dialogue or something like that. They're like more dialogue than
That is
any
the
other
last we've
game.
seen of those loan sharks. I hope. Do you think they saw me? We're here. Oh, you like your phone?
Don't worry,
And
they'll
one
be
day
done
there's a brand
talking
new
in like
quality one like mine.
5 minutes, and then
you'll
we can
have
talk more
really
about Crash of the Titans.
I can
No, that was
Oh,
all
the
I had.
windshield.
See you later, cousin.
They're just chilling.
My arteries like spurting, just pumping blood out. Okay, now tell us now. What is Crash of the Titans? What is this?
It's a Crash game where every NPC talks. Like imagine playing Crash, but all the bad it plays the same, but all the bad guys have conversations like through the level that are randomly generated.
I mean, that sounds interesting. I can't say
It's
I'm not
not.
intrigued.
It's not. None of the writing's good. It's all like, and then I had some applesauce today. You know, like lol random
Oh.
humor, where it's like,
Well, I guess
It's
that's the easy way to wedge it in, but yeah, that sounds like the bad version of it. Why can't there be a
it's
sports
Hawaiian
car that I
shirt
like?
day. Yeah.
It's Hawaiian shirt day in Alabama. Like, okay, thank you.
I remember in middle school quoting Crash of the
Roopie-doopie-doo.
Titans because I was like, why would this?
Get out of the car,
This is
man.
what humor is. Why would it not be? And I remember like going up to kids going, Friday's Hawaiian shirt day. Wear the most tacky shirt you can. And I was like, no wonder I got my ass kicked through middle school. I thought a reboot of Crash Bandicoot was a good example of writing.
I think I gotta call Roman. Out of the way, pigs.
Hey, Roman, I got your text.
They just let me do that.
Charming money lenders I know. Maybe you should come to the cab office and help me out.
I'll see you soon.
Answer your text. I know it's jittery, but trust me, this is still like 1,000 times easier than using the other camera. Oh shit!
This is your brain
I
on
just killed
drugs.
someone. Oh no! I
just
super
killed
killed that
someone.
person.
Oh well.
Get out of the way! I'm driving. Ah,
I hope
See,
your
that person
health
had good-
insurance-
where am I going? Oh, I'm going the right way the entire time.
King of the Fat says, which game do you think is gonna win this year's Game of the Year?
Baldur's Gate 3 probably.
Fucking no, Sonic Superstars.
If not Baldur's Gate 3, then maybe Mario.
Sonic Superstars. It was only $65 for 10 levels.
Yeah, Sleepy Dog Zone's right. I haven't even made the cops angry yet, and I've killed like 20 people since I've gotten to America.
What's your problem? I don't have
Chief Wiggum's on the case.
They're sending their best.
Chief Wiggum walks in, he's like,
Oh, well, sorry, boys.
this water's free, huh? Yeah, you're up to something, obviously. I got it. I'll come back when this is sorted out.
What about you? Come on, Tupac. Get out of here now. And if you come back, I'll kill you. You understand?
You forgot this? You Albanian pricks!
Strong.
Take that,
What
Albanians.
did you do?
He was going to stab me.
Now he's going to kill you.
Go
Fuck
back to
me.
Albania.
Look at this mess. Screwed. Again. You want to know why I'm not living in a nice condo? Banging for women? It's because of shit like this. Assholes
Shut
threatening me.
up.
Oh, great.
Anyone seen Barry? That's a good show.
Hey, beautiful.
The more
a
stressed
good
out
one,
Roman
guys.
gets, lower his frame rate is.
My CPU is
listen,
maxed
I'm in a
out.
bit of a problem with you always. I can't do it. Nico can do it.
Huh? What?
Well, why would you want me then? Well, screw you then. Great girl. Can you do me a favor? Mallory needs a lift. Can you go pick her up at the Hove Beach subway station?
Yeah.
Take the cab. She's got a friend with her. Maybe someone you can date.
Fuck you.
Oh, man, look at this crap. My computer and everything.
I find Nico to be one of the more relatable protagonists.
Yeah.
Because right off the bat, I'm literally just like, well, he
We'll do
got
this
me in
now.
the country. I gotta help him out. Oh, nope. Oh,
I think
I
you
thought
and
the
I
game
both-
crashed, but no, we're good.
Oh, thank God. I think you and I both relate to the character that's like, well, gotta go do what that guy said now.
Yeah, the audio just like the audio just went and oh, it's because it's doing the radio tutorial, and I had the audio
Oh.
turned off or something. Look out!
I was gonna,
Important
I was
guy
gonna say,
coming
remember when the
through.
audio got all messed up on Bully?
No, 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 no. Ah! Whee! That hurt. Man, that rail is
told-
really sturdy.
Did I tell the story about about my car breaking down in the busiest part of Seattle? Have I told that story?
No, I remember that though. That was a tough day.
That was a funny day. I remember coming back and telling you about it. Can I talk about it, or do they have
After
something
the
to say?
mission,
Okay.
you're gonna want to hear what these ladies have to
Hey,
say.
Nico, thanks for coming. I should have known Roman would find some excuse not to turn up. This is Michelle.
Hi, how are you? My place is over on Mohawk Avenue.
I just flew through the windshield. I'm like, hey.
Do you like see-through windshield?
I
Very
upgrade.
clean, yeah.
America, Nico.
Not exactly what I expected.
Can you turn the
Nico, you
cold
know what?
air off? No.
You need someone to show you a good time. Michelle, how about you?
Mallory, stop it.
Come on, you guys. You're both single. You're adults. Take a number, Nico.
Hey, I'd like to see you again, Nico. You look like that kind of guy I want to get to know.
They're really
Die.
boosting through this conversation.
Handsome man like you should get some
Just
rest.
killed
I
somebody.
love a man who just takes what he
I don't
wants.
think he
They're
even
not
changed
even
out of those
paying
things on
attention.
his
Wow.
own. How you gonna impress a classy girl like
I just
Michelle?
murdered
He's like
somebody in
doing
cold
donuts
blood.
in circles, and she's like, "Yeah, man, I really like it. Take charge, dude."
You really look like you know how to take charge.
Hello, Nico.
Do you like Crash of the Titans?
do,
What's
you,
going on?
do you like Blood Violence Crash of Titan?
Thanks for the lift, Nico.
The car's all.
That's the only game they let you have in
Close
Russia.
sometime.
See
Crash
you
of the
soon,
Titans.
Michelle.
Well, I got my money back on Roman's cab. Sorry, I'm losing it. Just there's so much blood on the hood.
I know.
I'm just gonna drive to downtown New York as a fire department. I'm just gonna pull right by here with my blood car.
Cleric of Chaos says, "This is the best game ever made. Thank you for playing it."
Hey, thank you for suggesting it. It's nice. This is one I've wanted to get to for a long time, but I never had a good reason till now. Oh, Nate Lawson's saying it over on Twitch. I'd advertise the Twitch. I'm to the point of multi-streaming, not putting up billboards. I don't even know how to advertise the Twitch now. If you try to post one on Twitter, it'll just like not shadow ban it, but like stuff it. No one will see it.
I've been getting depressed on how Twitter's been treating me, where it's just like,
But you don't post on Twitter, so it hates you.
no, God, you
That's
really
how it
gotta
works.
feed it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just give
you,
me money.
You haven't fed it any data or interactions or anything, so it hates you.
Really not cool to me.
Well, yeah, I can't say it's the best way to do it, but what do I know?
Well, no, you're not wrong. I'm just saying that I hate that. Oh, sorry.
No, you're okay. This is actually just a clothing store, if I remember right. So I don't think there's any dialogue here, really.
No, the character told me to shut the fuck up. Why don't you shut the fuck up?
Nico's clothes are so iconic. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna throw some blue jeans on him or something, Americanize him a little bit. Because I like his
Purple
jacket.
trench coat. Purple trench coat. Now.
Also, these are free, it looks like. No, they cost money. You know what? Let's help him fit in. Looks more American now. And you know what? He deserves a new pair of shoes. It matches his jacket. Now he's looking better. See, it's the same fit, but it makes more sense. Fit in better. You look like you actually, thought about it.
I had a friend who, whenever we played Grand Theft Auto, we would do something stupid, then trade off. And then I had this one friend who, he would just go pick out clothes for the characters for 40 minutes, and we had to take the controller from him. This is in college.
I don't have to share this. I own it.
It looks like
Yeah.
they brought the stuff in from the old country, though.
We must take what we get. When the big money rolls in, then we will look real classy. Anyway, you have Michelle, classy girl for your arm. You should definitely keep dating her.
My car's hungry. Ah!
Stay out of my way.
I like the universe just wants you to have this girlfriend.
Yeah. It's like,
He
welcome
likes
to
you a lot.
America. Here is wife.
But I just like that they're like, she is good girl. You will like her. She slightly used model.
It's like, how much
Okay.
did they talk about this before?
Yeah, exactly. Like this does sound like she's gonna stop you at a stoplight and be like, all right, where's the money?
More like, we arrange marriage, we get him fake identification, then you marry him, become naturalized citizen. He gets deported, you stay citizen.
Yeah, they plan this all out. It's like Training Day where I figured it out too fast.
Then we split the taxi in half and eat it for Thanksgiving.
They eat the taxi.
You do not normally do
You can
what?
eat whatever fall off bumper.
Oh?
I am sorry. I am still not used to how things work here in America. A date would be good. I am
Look at my
getting sick
driving.
of hanging out with Roman.
I killed 20
How about
people.
I pick you up from your
And no one
apartment?
stopped me yet.
They think it's funny. Oops, I hung up.
She's more mad about that. He's like, sorry, I killed 3 people in traffic. And she's like, but you hung
Enjoying
up.
your coffee? Oops. No.
Bam.
The bad camera angles. I'll have accidents if I do that.
These are on purpose. I'm having
Yeah.
car on purpose.
Every person I've hit with a car has been completely intentional.
Your Honor, accident's a funny word.
If I ever do like run over like 40 people in a car accident, these Grand Theft Auto streams really aren't going to reflect well. Like, well, it's Cyber World. Yes, it was the exact same looking stretch of road, though. Boy, it looks identical when you look at the security footage.
God,
What an advanced game engine.
I listened to this podcast about an animator who was taking advantage of people. And he was going off about age laws, and then he suddenly went, now, if you watched my stream the other day, when Sonic the Hedgehog did it, that was in a fictional universe where I confirmed that they're all 18 and over, and I was like,
Oh God,
the
I don't
fact
even.
you have to throw that in there, yeah.
I can
immediately hate you.
Everybody else can go have fun with that one.
Yeah, go have a good time, buddy.
What does he want?
Oh, I can't think what he could possibly want, or why he'd be pissed off. Can you? Come on, guys. Let's be reasonable.
Your Honor, that was Sonic Hedgehog thing I make up. They were all 18 on Mobius. It is fine. Molten Amber has brought up to our attention twice that FNAF was snubbed in the adaptation category of I guess FNAF ain't getting any awards. Didn't get a nomination even.
Yeah, well, you know, award ceremonies are always like that. They have to take one popular thing and intentionally ignore it, or else it's not really official.
I hate to be this way, but I have not given FNAF the attention that it probably deserves.
It's
I'm sure
okay.
It's like,
I've looked into it. I've read, you know, the
sure it's
backstories and
acceptable.
stuff are okay. It's good for a horror thing, and I think it probably does make a good movie, and maybe they could expand on it a little bit. But I think it's better than Slender Man for sure.
I like Slender Man. It's
Oh,
a good
damn.
idea that needs.
I'm sorry, Brian. I'm
Whoa!
distracted. Whoa,
Can't talk over this either.
I like how silent it is.
This is one of those like
This
library strip clubs.
Shh, stripping. Shh.
Do not tap on glass while they.
You go, yeah, and like you get dragged out. They start beating you up. Like, shut up.
Yeah.
This is the silent
Those are ladies
space.
in there.
What are you fucking stupid?
What are you stupid?
Oh man, that new Samsung phone's got a crazy strong battery.
Just burning a hole in your pocket. The prices on these phones.
Who is it?
Hey, it's Nico.
Hey, I'm just finishing my hair. Come in.
Thank you.
I'll be with you in a minute.
I'll be with you in a
You just
minute.
move in.
No.
I've killed like 40 people and she just let me in her apartment.
Some even still have tags on.
Yeah, well, I like things clean.
You smell like
I
blood.
see that. But
Oh, someone's been driving today.
Yeah, I'm kind of obsessed with cleanliness. Things get on my nerves and I just throw them out. OCD or something?
Oh,
So, where are you taking me?
Just pulls out a roll
You
of
look
duct
good.
tape.
The freeway.
Thanks.
I'm
You
gonna show
can be
my
inside the
favorite
car
thing.
this time.
I'm new here.
Yeah.
Best part of
Maybe
America,
we
you
go to the,
do whatever you want in the car.
Fun fair.
Yeah, great. Let's go. Love the fun fair.
Their frame rate just.
The fun fair. Have you seen that SpongeBob? Have you seen the SpongeBob where they're making fun of like striking, and he had to make a sign that says Krusty Krab unfair, and there's an arrow pointing to the building, and he accidentally wrote Krusty
So,
Krab
Michelle,
fun fair, and
what do you
people
like
start
to
lining
do?
up.
What do you like to do?
Come
Check out
on,
this
I
ad.
asked you first.
I like to keep
Oh, it's
active,
Pisswasser.
I guess. Sports.
That's a
work
really good
out,
ad.
Things like that.
Did you see in
I'd like to
Opie and
know about
Anthony?
you,
They did
though.
the
See the places you
I
hang
think
out.
Opie did the Pisswasser ad.
Maybe another
It's like an
time.
angry country song, like I only drink Pisswasser, none of this foreign crap.
Last night I thought I shit the bed. Yeah, something like that. I forget the rest.
Yeah, I remember he shouts "fuck the Dutch." But I like that they have an American version. It's still called Pisswasser, but they're like, this is an American brew.
You know what? Marketing is not about.
Isn't fun.
Shut up, date. It is fun. It's Grand Theft Auto. What are you, stupid?
Having a
Anyways,
great time.
this
You
game
ruined
got a 9.4 out of 10 on IGN. Shows what you know, idiot. Welcome to fun
ignorant
time.
without
Hey,
IGN.
Nico, the
Do you guys
course
remember
is
Sonic
over.
06
I think
got a
we're
bad
gonna turn
review
it
on
into a big
IGN, and then
Ventura-style
people were
theme
like,
park.
can't spell ignorant without IGN, and now they're like, that game was
Why don't
bad
we play
all
video
along.
games?
Sure, bowling sounds like fun.
Oh, wow. They walk at the same speed, though. You know how many games I've played where you got to walk with somebody while they talk? And
It
you're
would
like
be funny
slightly
if you just
faster.
I
stopped.
haven't been on a date for a while. I'm kind of lonely here.
I thought you were doing me a favor by going out with me. You're the
I
local.
can't over
I'm
slave.
not a local in Liberty City. I came here from somewhere.
It's okay. There's more trash
Where?
cans.
Oh, the Midwest. You probably know more people here than me.
More assholes, maybe.
See, it's like I got control over, but I don't.
I remember there being a Sherlock Holmes game where Watson followed you, but they didn't have a walking animation, so you turn the camera away and then turn back, and he would just be right next to you like a horror movie.
Look at the trash, darling. There's fruit flies.
Look at this food that Uncle Sam brings us, and he just starts grabbing it.
Look, someone has discarded firearm.
In my country, we call this a Wendy's.
Free. Cool. I was on my date with my burning bottle, you know.
Taking my burning bottle. That's not gonna explode?
Nah, it's just ready to go, but it'll just burn forever, and it doesn't matter how hot it gets in my hand.
That's funny.
Yeah, some people are gonna have Molotov cocktails or make them at some point. They're gonna hold on to it for a minute and be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna throw it any minute now." You get hotter and hotter, hotter. That's happened. I see people like light themselves on fire just trying to drink alcohol. It says pull, but I
That's
just
true.
pushed.
Take that, system.
You got it, man.
Excuse me.
I want this lane.
Sorry.
It said choose a lane. I'm trying to choose one. It's not having it.
I remember when GTA 5 came out, College Humor did a video where it's like, do your taxes in GTA.
That's so funny. Like, if you had to like do things you had to do in real life in the video game.
They
Can you
were really-
imagine?
They were really going off about like in GTA. And play tennis. You remember you played tennis in GTA 5? And Nintendo made a whole game just so you could play tennis. That's kind of what probably killed Crazy Taxi, right? Helmet.
Oh,
you gotta
no.
hit the pin.
Oh yeah, well I'm gonna throw it super hard this time then.
All right, sport.
More like champ.
Bitch.
Ah,
You're short
hell.
for
My
champion.
luck is not so good.
This is it.
Well, that bowling ball's huge compared to her, though.
You can still get
Haha, you suck!
I
You
hate
suck! Idiot! You're lucky I'm here. Press X to laugh. Oh, damn it, now I'm losing. If you lose, she's like, I don't know. I liked you, but there's something about you I don't like anymore. Ah! I'm trying to put a spin on it, but I don't know how to yet. I'm learning. It's part of the whole, like...
I'm pretty good at bowling.
I still think it would be funny if there was a game that was so realistic that like you actually trip every so often. Like you're just trying to play it and you're like,
So close.
fucking sandals.
There's like... I'm trying to remember. It's Dwarf Fortress. That's it. You're thinking Dwarf Fortress.
An actual thing.
Yeah, it's on ASCII, but your character can like trip and break their left toe or their right ankle, and it can get infected. It can affect their whole life. If they go to sleep and they sleep on the rocks, they get depressed and their back hurts.
That's funny.
It affects their ability to work.
I'm not great at life, but
Ray says negative Riz from failing at bowling. I don't know. If you look like you're too good at bowling, though, that also might be a turnoff. Like, oh, you're really good at bowling, huh? Oh, I have psychic powers.
Bro.
You can spin the ball after you throw it, which makes no sense,
Oh,
but you know
really?
what? I'll take it.
Oh, I swear to God, chat, answer this for me. In Wii Sports, could you do that by tilting the remote, or was I just
No,
crazy?
you're insane. That's not
What
how
was
it
the
worked
point
at
of-
all.
The motion controls on the remote, though.
Yeah.
Why have that?
You can tilt it left and right. Like if you swing to the left or swing to the right, it does, but not while the ball's moving.
I swear, dude.
hey, you got
Not in the middle of the ball moving. You can aim it left and right as you throw it, but you can't like Luke Skywalker it to the left and the right.
I swear. I swear.
And you're making it up.
not the best.
I swear.
Watch.
I
this.
swear. I like it how it's like do a whole game of bowling. They couldn't do this now.
Thanks for playing. Yeah.
I only know what bowling is from TikTok. I don't understand the rules.
I saw something about how like swipe cultures destroyed ours in the next generation.
What's swipe culture?
Tinder, TikTok, like where it's
Oh.
immediately playing the video like within a half second.
Oh, just like gobble 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 media gobble gobble gobble.
Yeah, just constant. And it's like in YouTube, the original format was always you click on an icon that takes you to the video, and now it's like the video's already playing.
Here we go.
You gotta
So,
go out
like-
of your way to turn that off.
They won't let you turn it off. Even like YouTube will unmute itself when you're like doing that stupid.
Come on now.
I have a good experience on desktop, but yeah, I can see on mobile they'd be like, "No, not now. You're on mobile.
Yeah.
We don't respect your intelligence."
But I was just listening to how the generation's doomed, and then they were talking about
Turn.
unlike China. In China, on TikTok they show doctors and lawyers and city infrastructure getting fixed, and here they show stupid models doing stupid things.
Aw, man.
I heard they censor ugly people too, which is funny. Do they censor ugly
That's
people
hilarious.
on China TikTok?
Technically, we always censor ugly people.
No,
In
I
life.
mean like,
It-
yeah, we censor ugly people by like popularizing the beautiful ones, but I mean like, it's like if someone on YouTube said, "Ew, I don't like how pro Jared looks," and then just like turn the
yeah.
speed
Turn
up
the
on his
Pro Jared
channel.
knob off.
It's like, "No,
Yeah.
fix your face. I don't like it."
That's really funny.
You come back after some surgery, pal.
Bad for you, Nico.
Get away, Scott.
It's only half a
You're
game,
too-
thank goodness. I do want to bowl more, but
Huh, I thought you'd be better at that, Nico.
In this vaporwave
shut up.
room.
Just because I'm a man and I'm supposed to be better at bowling than you, maybe you're better at handling balls than I am.
Let's go.
I should just start
Leave
punching
me
her.
out of this. I am
Yippee
stupid.
whippy.
Says. Yeah, I was in daycare when this game came out. Hope that makes you feel old. You could be 40 and in daycare. Come on.
I was in daycare when this game came out too.
My job.
Well, what do you do?
What do you do?
Come on, I asked first.
I added so many more civilians. This is great. Look at all these guys.
Yeah, this is great.
I guess you're not used to talking to American women.
It still seems like not enough.
Well, there were the regular GTA. I think you'd have like 4 people here.
Damn. Okay, well,
I still see some
looks
popping
good.
out of existence. Like, one too many. I wonder if the Molotovs respawn. They did.
Sorry.
Yay. It's out of my date. My flaming Mo. Oh yeah, it scares them. I'm sorry. I didn't put that away.
I like that Flaming Mo is a joke that The Simpsons, like, they sell it. You can buy a Flaming Mo.
They've had flaming shots since before any of us have been alive. It's not even a new concept.
Well, no. What's funny is you know what the joke of the name of it is. That's pretty raunchy for The Simpsons.
Well,
And
I
you can
didn't
actually
think
buy
about
a
that till
flaming
just now, so that makes me feel good about myself because I didn't think of it as being a derogatory statement.
Well, maybe you should have watched the commentaries.
Well, then what's a flaming Homer?
Same deal. I like the joke is
what
also
are you
that you
doing
could
here
say
in
a
Liberty
flaming
City,
Homer,
Mika?
and then
What's
they go,
anybody
no, it's
doing
called a
here?
Flaming Mo. It's
I
a
don't
better
know.
name.
I think you do. There must be something that made you leave your home.
That's pretty
The
sharp.
flaming
Roman's
screamer.
bullshit stories,
Yeah,
maybe.
exactly.
I just felt like I needed a new start.
There's nothing else about Liberty
Shit
City?
World.
Just
I love
romance?
Shirt World. This is a
There
good
is
store.
more
Look
to
at that.
this place. I'm not
drew
sure.
that.
You can tell they put a
fucking-
lot of effort into this one. Oh, that's great. Fucking Shirt World. Shirt
Yeah.
World. I'm fucking hyped for Shirt World. Hold on. Get out of my way. Excuse me. Shirt World. Dude, Shirt World.
You're gonna need a new one. They got a lot of blood on your shirt there.
Wow. A whole world of shirts. Everybody's
It's the
beeping because they're
Shirt
excited.
Galaxy.
Time to go. I know it's probably annoying that I have to drive in first person, but trust me, at least for this one, it's not so bad in GTA 5. And it may just be like a PC edition problem. I did cap the frame rate at 60, so you'd think that'd help, but I think the game on console is meant to run at like 15 frames a second, so I don't know. It's a Rockstar PC port. Should be happy it even boots up. Oh yeah, I upgraded the textures, but I don't know. I mean, it's HDified textures. If you think they look ugly or if you could even tell, let me know. I didn't see
I don't
anybody
know.
mentioning it, so I'm like, okay, so it's just completely unnoticeable. That's fine too, though.
That was nice. I'm really
All the death.
interested in seeing you again.
Yeah, that would be good.
I like seeing
I'll
the
give you a
bodies
call.
Please do,
crumbled
Mika.
beneath the
See you soon.
wheel. Oh yeah, Roman's dying. At least Michelle's cool. What's up, Roman?
Need something there, sport?
Ladies, this is Roman Berlich, but I guess you already know that. Leave a message.
Oh, I guess I just betrayed him to go on a date. Well, they told me to go on a date. That's Nico's fault, not mine.
Not funny.
Hey. Hey, Roman, there he
Thank
is.
you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to protect me from those crazy loan sharks you attacked, Nico!
You shouldn't have borrowed money from them in the first place, Roman. Anyway, I was seeing Michelle. I thought you wanted me to date her.
That's what it means, me getting beat up and sent to hospital! Come and pick me up, cousin, and at least tell me that you got to...
I like that he's mad after spending all that time setting him up.
It was nice city, yes?
You're an animal, Roman. Nothing can stop you being horny. I'll see you soon.
No, it was right letting Roman get beat up.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be messing around loan sharks.
Yeah, he's never gonna learn till.
And I will pick him up from the hospital. That's fair. And I will lie and say that she gave me double anal.
You can get double anal?
Yep. Only if you're really nice.
Unbelievable! Oh my!
That guy. Unbelievable.
There is the man who chose Cooch before his cousin. I hope she was worth it. Will you drive me back to the office, cousin?
I'm so sick of you and this girlfriend I've spent nothing but an hour setting you up with.
We organized this and everybody's pushing you towards this one thing and then you went that way. What the fuck?
Tell me how she was. I wondered about Michelle when I first met her. If she was not a friend of Mallory's, it would be me with the smell of titty on my breath, and you who ended up in
Smell of
hospital.
titty.
Firstly, Roman, my breath does not smell.
Oops, look out, Roman. I'm driving crazy.
I don't think that your loan shark friends could hospitalize me. I can look after myself.
All the more reason why I should have hooked up with Michelle. Everyone would be a winner.
Yes, well, I will not let these men treat you like that again. I'm sorry for letting you down, Roman.
Excuse me, officer. The car's all deformed.
I apologize again for not being
It's
there
not
for
even
you.
properly lit
You've done a
anymore.
lot for
'Cause
me since I got here.
The choice between some titties and your safety would have been difficult for me as well. Don't worry, Nico. Call me soon.
See, Roman's all right. He gets it. This game looks like it's hanging on by a thread, though.
I can barely do it. Come on.
Ooh, you can watch TV in your apartment. Hell yeah. We could do that.
Finally.
Back then, that was a huge deal. Isn't there like a stand-up comedy club with like David Cross in it on this? Whoa.
Sounds about right.
I hate this town. You think you get off that easy? Oh, I finally got a star.
Roman, I'm not going to let something else get in the way this time. Where are you?
Over on the court, under the L train on Firefly. Blazer, buddy, you proved your point the first time.
I gotta squeeze through here. Oh no. Oh no, I hit a cop. Stupid,
Mistakes happen.
stupid hood.
Oh, so
Oopsie
today
doopsie.
we were talking about Chief Wickham and how he's a line where he's like, you know, in other towns,
Other
they
towns, the
don't
sheriff
bring
doesn't
the,
have to go on every mission.
yeah, they don't bring the chief of police on every single call. There's 3 cops in all of Springfield.
Okay, we're just gonna chill here for a second. Just gonna park in the middle of the street, and they don't care anymore. They're like, okay, so you killed a cop. Who doesn't have a who doesn't lose their temper? Oh, it's the swing set of death over here. You can send yourself like into the sky.
Oh, do it.
But I don't want to stop this mission. We can come back later. Hold on, let's bookmark it. It's like over here. There. Sorry, I think we just get one waypoint. Okay, time for the Seattle story.
He's a good friend of mine. It was a misunderstanding.
Hey! Shit! They're here!
Brian,
Got something to say
Hello,
about Seattle?
where's your Seattle story?
With your cousin.
I told
Oh,
you
I
to
thought we were
stop.
talking about.
Now it's too late.
Never mind. It took that long to get to it. I forgot about the story.
Oh, Seattle.
So I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
Okay, after Brian uses the bathroom, you have permission to hear about Seattle.
I don't know why he wants to talk about it now. It's all in the past.
Melee in Rockstar games does feel like a drunk fight. Do a combo. It's like just hit A. Just hit quick attack. Don't.
Screw you, asshole!
He's punching him in the butt.
You all right, cousin?
Yeah, fine.
Hey, King Little Caesar. Yeah, the audio just drops out at times. I don't know. I don't think there's a whole lot you can do about that. Oh man, yeah, the audio is super gone, huh? Yeah, I drove around the city for like 30 minutes on a test, and this didn't happen. But here we are. The guy sprinting in silence was funny, yeah. Definitely dealing with some silence, that's for sure.
Going on, everybody?
The audio cut out, but I'm in the middle of a
Oh.
mission, so.
So perfect time to tell the Seattle story.
Yep, it's the Seattle story.
So my old roommate, his dad was a Toyota dealership guy, and he could fix any Toyota.
Oops.
So there you go. My friend was helping me with the car, and we're doing stuff like cleaning the corrosion on batteries and stuff like that on the connectors. And he basically stripped my car apart, put it back together, and he did a lot of fixing. And so I have anxiety driving because I'm in Seattle, and I'm always like, what's the worst that could happen? I was on one of the busiest streets in Capitol Hill, and I was just driving, taking a left, and then
Really wanna
just
knock
as I
off.
passed the left, the car starts shorting out. Like the radio goes,
And
I have to
died like Pac-Man. Whoa, 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 whoa.
yeah, I had to get out of the car. And it's one of those things where I was so anxious at the time, like before, like, I hope my car never does this. And everyone was super cool except one lady who just kept getting behind me and like laying on the horn as I'm walking my car like it's a bicycle. I'm pushing it. And then it was frustrating because everyone else is like waving, like, hope you do okay there, sport. And there's one lady just behind me laying on the horn, like, the road is for cars. Like, yeah, really? You sure? Like, I should have just taken my hands off the wheel and saw where the car went. Anyway, we're trying to diagnose it, and we didn't know where to park. And I pushed the car to the hill that leads straight to the water. Oh, and then in perfect neutral, I parallel parked it down the hill, like perfectly. So in the area, it's the highest place to get tickets. I perfectly squarely parked it in a space without any ability to move the car whatsoever. And then ultimately my roomie's going through what's wrong with it. We're looking at like this, that, and the other. It could be the battery, it could be and then finally he pops the hood again and goes, I never screwed the battery onto the car. He took the connectors off and just never put them back on. He's like, he just set them there. He's like, gravity's got this. That was a good time.
I guess I had to restart the game because the audio was out.
Yeah, man. Jeez.
Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, let me quit the game, restart the whole damn thing. I don't know what that glitch is, but it's probably
I
not
don't like
fixable.
I like when you have to restart the game. There's so many extra things you got to do now.
Sleepy Dog Zone says while you restart the game, show some of your AI art. I don't really have any just sitting around. I just use it to make thumbnails because it's like quick.
Use it to make thumbnails. I knew you were corrupt, but I think the whole world will agree that your little AI art isn't gonna change the world like you think.
Oh yeah, it's it's definitely the.
Hasn't been everywhere for like.
It's definitely a huge deal.
You were saying you didn't want to give me $200 to like paint a whole set of.
You don't want to pay $200 for every game that you play to have a thumbnail done? Not really. Not particularly, no.
Well, you know, I thought we could have been friends, but since you're not a patron of the arts.
I actually have to restart my entire ass computer.
Oh God, really?
Yeah, that's how bad that is.
I have a feeling that's gonna have something to do with the stream.
It might have to do with Discord, like streaming it to
Well,
you.
like-
I don't know 100%, but
No, I meant like. Are you gonna have to turn the whole stream off?
no.
Okay.
The computer's separated from the game because of that.
Oh, that's a good point. That's good thinking.
I'm kind of middle on AI art. On one end, AI art enables like the little guy to make things at a rapid pace, which is good.
Yeah.
And then on the other end, it's also there to completely screw people out of jobs. But I guess the middle ground of it is that a lot of people are delusional about the jobs that do exist. They're like, oh no, my illustration job's down the
my
shitter now.
career.
It's like, no, there was never a career.
Well, before AI happened, I was still struggling for work. Right?
Yeah.
Always been a nightmare.
it was
It's
already,
always been a nightmare.
it was
Treated
already
like
a vapid
garbage.
wasteland. So
And I'm somebody who doesn't like being treated like garbage. It's hard to
I
do
haven't
that.
seen AI replace anybody. So until I see that happen, or if you just claim that you drew it, just lie.
Which people do all the time anyway.
Yeah, I would equate that to tracing and saying like, look at my drawing.
Yeah, but even that, I've seen like famous people get away with doing that. And the only reason people get mad is because a YouTuber got upset about it,
People do what they want to do, I guess. But all I want to do is play GTA 4. We're getting there.
AI's not letting you do that either.
Nah, it's just Rockstar PC game ports. Watch, I'm gonna have to like completely reinstall Windows after this.
Well, it's just a glitch that happens sometimes. Not a
Yeah,
big
once in a
deal.
while the audio cuts out. You're gonna have to restart your entire computer, and you might have to like reinstall all Windows, but it only happens once in a while.
I like when Adobe used to pull that on me with Flash. It's like Adobe Animate Flash ain't working, and they're like, have you tried getting a new computer?
You know what?
Because
I'm
once you
gonna
make it
boot
the other
in.
person's problem.
I'm gonna boot into Grand Theft Auto 4 and not from the menu stream it to you, but boot into the game then stream it to you, because I'm certain I'm certain that'll cause issues. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I can feel. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then the game's gonna go, oh, I don't like that. You can watch TV and we're almost there, everybody. The miracle of technology. This is like a way to upgrade it to the Vulkan renderer, which probably would be more stable, but it looked really complicated and it looked as if it might cause other problems. And GTA 4 is one of those games to where you like plug up one hole and 5 more holes appear. You plug in that hole and oh, but this problem occurs now.
That's
Let's try to
pretty
watch TV. Let's see if that destroys the game. Put away your flaming Mo. Where's TV?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Liberty City. Woo! This is great. This is great.
The first joke better be funny.
Been here before. It's my first time. As a visitor to Liberty City, this is amazing. The speed and the pace in which
I'm gonna get like the
works.
worst copyright claim for this.
Went on a mini adventure today. I got up, got dressed, got my swagger right, had my bravado, and I decided I'm going to
I had to
cross
animate
a
this dude.
Liberty City street slowly. Not gonna happen. Everything moves so fast here. Why are people moving so? A homeless man ran past me. Where could he possibly be fucking going? He could lay down and be home immediately. Just lay down and be home. But he was speeding past me. Furious pace. Everything's so fast here in Liberty City. It's crazy. It's crazy. Your gas prices are too high. $69 a gallon. Get ridiculous. My car cost about $72. Let's try to get it back in focus. People don't speak here in Liberty City. I don't know. It's like they're scared to be shot or something.
What do you think, Brian?
I spoke all day. Hey, how
This
are
guy's
you?
got a fractured
Good
take
looking
on
at
the
you, ma'am. Nothing.
modern world.
Officer? Nothing.
I think he could be nicer about Liberty City. My aunt's from there, and this is kind of like out of date, you know, critique.
You like pussy?
That's a good point.
It's here. Liberty City, some of the best I've ever had. I'll tell you that. You know, pussy's good.
That's kind of funny because it's a fictional city.
Thinking about other things other than sex, like things
the best pussy I ever had, Brian, was in Narnia.
Isn't- yeah.
When you think of that,
I was gonna say Neverland, but that wouldn't age. So
Was in
good.
Quahog.
best weed in the world.
Yeah,
maybe
Quahog.
here in Liberty City. I was so high earlier today. I had a complete discussion with myself.
It's kind of modern though. Like if you told me this was filmed this year,
Threatening. I couldn't believe I'd snuck up on you like that. And I was furious about it.
it's better than Saturday Night Live.
You get stuck. You know.
Yeah, you really didn't like that new
stuck like
SNL.
you need to leave.
I pretty much hate every SNL that was made after like 1993.
That's what you find here in Liberty City. You've got everything. The greatest.
Well, I'm already gonna get the copyright anyways, Brian. We're watching this whole stand-up routine now.
We're just enjoying.
Yeah, if it's gonna be like that,
He didn't want to pass
then
the ball. He never passed the ball, and so the rest of the team was just up and down. Just they were physically fit, but never
okay.
scored any points. Just
Yeah,
selfish
tell me
guys.
more.
They're just chasing him down the court. Just
it's like talking to a coworker. No, Rommel,
Michael-
this is not funny.
nothing.
I have things to say.
all you need to do him to do now is make one of the female coworkers uncomfortable.
You gotta be strong anyway.
He can't do it, man.
Come to Liberty City, you can get strong.
Have like some lady behind there like cleaning the sign. He's like, hey, what's going on?
What's going on, baby?
Be short. A lot going on when you're short.
By the
My name
way,
is
I'm a
Rommel,
muscle
but you call
man.
me
I
Ben.
get in many death fights.
Told me.
I do love when someone starts
Eat all your vegetables.
bragging about all the
Drink
people
your
that beat
milk,
the snot out of.
grow up,
I've killed
Just for
37
alcohol.
people.
lying.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I should be paid to clean your bathrooms.
And that's why I deserve a raise.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I never give that guy a raise. I'm like, you're a murderer. No. No raise.
No raise for murderers. We have a new policy.
I wore one pair of
Who is this guy?
5 years through school. 5. You could tell how old I was because of the ring.
It's Brian Regan. It's Dane Cook.
Chad says Mad TV is better than SNL. It was, but it did have some weird issues. Like
Yeah, I'm not depressed.
they had like some Asian guys on there, and I'm not one of those guys who's like, oh, stop typecasting people. But they only brought this one guy out to only do the funny Asian accent, nothing else. And it's
Oh
like,
yeah.
like a little heavy on that. Let him play another role. Like you don't have to put him in. It's like, yeah, you're here to do the accent I'm not allowed to do.
That's your job.
Wait, Rectus? Cool.
Only on Weasel.
Love Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee was great. Don't get me wrong. That was kind of it got to be a little crazy though.
Getting sucked in on the way down. The #1 rated reality show is coming back for another season. Waning with the Stars, the show where we follow formerly big celebrities on their way down. See ordinary contestants paired with Death Wish drug-addled celebrities to see who hits the skids first and how far they slide.
They got this part right.
Cerise McCormick? She was on the most popular sitcom of the 80s. Now she's on a serious bender, reduced to shooting skin flicks for crack. And you'll see contestants try to keep up as they freebase, get into high-speed chases, and surf internet porn with 80s professional wrestler, The Grinder. One fading dream, a ton of alcohol and drug abuse. Enjoy watching once smug celebrities who have hit rock bottom stay there. Waning with the stars, a new season coming soon.
Okay, yeah,
Show for men by men.
I'll watch a few more of these.
With Baz and Jeremy.
Anyone in there? Like, go away, I'll punch you in the freaking liver.
Excuse me, the men's room is occupied.
And now for your hosts, Baz Rutten and Jeremy St. Ives.
Hey, it's us.
Finally.
Hey, what up, man? Hey, good to see you. Good to see you. All right, hey, everybody, my name is Baz Rutten.
And I'm
And welcome to the men's room.
Yeah, where men can hang out.
Okay, now tonight in the men's room, we're going to get personal. On this show, we're going to be discussing a lot of aspects of health, especially
I
how
like the set.
endanger the health of others with
Yeah, the set.
It's like a gymnasium with urinals on the wall.
We've got relationship advice, like how to avoid bruising the face. We're going to take some calls, advising women how to deal with their men.
Hey, they predicted like the Joe Rogan podcast kind of. It's like a big bald gorilla man.
Get to the groin right there. And when your body connects with the reproductive organs of another man, let me tell you, buddy, it's pain and beauty. Also, we have a special, and we call that special the cubicle, the copier, and stabbing a coworker in the eye with a little pencil. Like this. Look at the blood, look at the blood, look at the blood. This is going to be an unbelievable show.
And I'm going to be discussing rectal marital
Oh, shut up. First off, I want to talk to you about a second to learn, see if I can teach you how to understand your anger. Now, anger is the death of so many men. Heart problems, health problems, boldness, impotence, waking up.
Why do their shoulders always look fucked up in this game?
It's like an action figure.
And you have no
Yeah.
idea what happened. Listen, I've been around. Anger. It's a 4-letter word, and boy, does that bring you down. Channel that anger into something positive, like beating the shit out of little guys. Bah, bah, bah.
No, Baz, no, that's not nice.
Hey, listen, we all hate it to be ignored, right? Some people try yoga or putting neon under the car, whatever that does. But getting the point across in this life is easier than you think. Thunk, 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 just like that. Are you listening, sir, now? Are you listening? Do you see me now? I bet you he is.
This is insanity.
You want to get manhandled? Bug, bug, bug. This usually.
At the time this game was made, something like this would be completely serious.
You're really pent up. You know,
You get a restraining order on this guy after the show's canceled.
Only aroma that I like is the smell.
You think this guy has any other controversies?
We look it up. It's that insult clown guy.
Take it the other day. I was walking, talking to a friend of mine on the phone a long time ago. He was telling me how he lacked the respect and attention from the fellow school teachers in school. Now, what do? If you don't get respect? Okay, so I told him, the way you get a man's attention is by doing the unexpected. Bah! Just like that, you see?
I like the reverb. It goes,
You know, you walk down the street, all nice.
That is horrifying.
it makes it way more threatening when there's a huge reverb echo during the scream.
Your head.
Hey, Andrew Tate, you're right. You're right, shit.
Oh yeah.
It's Andrew Tate.
That's it. Do you like that? Do you see me now? Do you see me now?
This is great. Why didn't they give Rockstar TV shows?
Trust me, those people there, they know he's around.
It would be funny if Rockstar was like, and now here's the Rockstar Network. This is RNN.
The only thing you need to do.
Well, they got a game engine they could do all this in, so yeah,
What are we
it
going
makes
to do
sense.
about this? I'm telling you, people cower under their desks. When he's nearby, man, it's much better.
yeah, charmed. I'm sure. Hey, Baz, I think we need to take a commercial break.
Okay, that's enough. That was fun. I enjoyed that. What a fun time that was. Now we got audio.
Good time was had by all.
How did this car fender get up here? No, whatever.
Shit, Nico. Blinder has me trapped again. This is all your fault.
Okay, Roman. I'm not going to let something else get in the way this time. Where are you?
Over on the courts, under the L train on Firefly. Blinder, buddy. You proved your point the first time.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna light him on fire this time. I know you can shove him out the window or something, but I forget how to hand to hand.
That's funny.
Hey, we killed that guy before.
Back for more, eh?
Back from the grave. Well, that's fine. I like seconds. So much easier to drive first person. Uh-oh. Bing, bing.
Did it just make the series sound?
Yeah, fancier cars have GPS and the cheaper ones don't have the GPS sound.
So they bothered to throw that in there.
From the womb to the tomb. I need to play at the swing. Never mind, I can't get it in there. You know what? It's fun.
Listen, Darden is a good friend of mine. It was a misunderstanding.
Hey! Shit! There he is! Keep on Fat Boy here, and I'll talk to him. Our problems with your cousin.
I told you to stop.
Now it's too late.
Uh-oh.
I'm back.
This could get hostile.
Oh, you think I'm a joke?
That is what we think of your debt.
I just like a
like
basic
Quap.
fist fight sometimes.
Stick it to you too.
When I get into a fight, it does feel like Quap.
You all right, cousin?
Yeah, fine. Fucking loan sharks, man. If one more of these gangsters tries to... Speaking of shitheads, here's Darden. Come on, my car is over there. Let's get him.
He's got his knife out. I was like, I'm coming to get you. Or chase me. Screams are great.
Yeah.
Dardan.
These guys think that they're better than me. They think they can fuck me around and beat me up because there are more of them. Not any longer. Me and you, Nico. Me and you are going to show them. Fucking dirt and smashing my fucking stuff. Who does he think he is? Just
I tapped him.
the Albanian hood.
Didn't stop him
If I
though.
wanted to buy a stolen TV, I go to Darden. Who does he think he's fucking with? Bellic Enterprises, that's who.
No. Oh, that's a frequent problem. That would be sad. Okay, sometimes if I pause and unpause, it fixes itself.
I have a question about shipping containers.
What about them?
Are they always full when they're at the docks, or do you think they're empty?
Oh, they're shipping and receiving, so there's gonna be one side with the containers that have stuff, and one side without. But I'm gonna guess they empty them out pretty quick.
I'd
Because
imagine
docks
you would.
got a lot of traffic. You can't just have that stuff piling up. It's not a warehouse. The dock. I don't know why I always fall for that turn. I'm like, I'm gonna get him, and he's like, no, I'm gonna go 100 miles per hour and take an unrealistically sharp right turn. You won't be able to do anything about it. Okay, where's my Molotovs? There we go. I'm just gonna light them on fire.
You broke my arm already,
There's what we owe you, Darden. Nothing else.
I killed him. I killed him good. That felt nice.
You feel big?
Yeah, look, he's still moving around a little. Cha, cha.
Have they made fire look better in games yet? Because that
Nope.
always looks funky. Okay.
And they never render it 60 frames per second. They always do a little 15 frames per second animation
the
for
fire.
the explosion
That's
and the
funny.
fire. Some games do good, but like it's like on a candle. It's never like a big like full scene of fire where it looks good.
Yeah.
It always looks like some kind of weird projector trick.
Darden ain't a problem for you no
It's like
more,
the
cousin.
1930s.
Nice one,
Look at his
cousin.
background.
Drive back to the depot.
Yeah,
These bruises
yeah,
are
really not too different. Oh, come on, video game. Oh, I guess that's just loading other areas in the city, but
These men
okay, I have this
who
loaded on a
shine
real
like
fast
the
drive.
sun.
The engine's
They
just
always try
kind
to
of.
squeeze you for
What are you gonna
anything.
do?
A man in Europe,
Yeah.
another Russian, Bulgarian. He lived on the Adriatic. Believed I owed him money when I did not. It made my life impossible. There was no
No, I don't
ruling
trust
him.
people when they say the
Deal with him
phrase,
like you did Darden and Bleeder?
He had too many
they
connections
thought
for
that I owed them money,
I
but I
had to
didn't.
leave.
Oh
It
yeah,
was one of the
they
reasons
imagined
I
it.
came here.
And to see your cousin.
Yeah,
of
it was
course.
crazy.
So
Of
much
course.
traffic.
We will have no more problems from now on, cousin. It is all plain sailing straight to the top for you and me.
We will see
Ah.
if things are that simple.
Get out of my way!
This is me going to work. Yeah.
Thank you, cousin. I'll see you later.
Car's looking pretty good compared to what it normally looks like. Yeah, you can overwrite the save. It's fine. You're gonna get some sound.
Did you say sound?
I sure as hell did. Come on.
What on earth are you talking about? Sound.
I feel like adjust the volume.
That would be nice.
Nah, you just get no sound.
So is the chat getting sound?
Oh no, the whole game is like
Just the whole game is kaput.
Yeah.
Weird.
King Little Caesar, Mrs. Simpson's hit and run. Might sub that in after today and then like do some personal
It has less
testing on this
issues.
just to because I got hit and run working and I know that one works. So, you know, I'm not saying we got to cancel this and I'll keep playing and I'll try to get the sound going, but I guess let's save, see if starting a new mission fixes it. If that doesn't work, I'll restart the game again. Would have auto saved anyways. Well, hell.
Man.
I know better. I'm gonna go ahead and quit the game now. If it'll let me quit it. And if it won't let me quit it, then I'll have to reboot. But
You want to hot patch the game? No, we're just gonna. It'll do what it does.
well, like, you know, I could say maybe Discord's interfering with it, but
Yeah, maybe.
I would that feels really convenient.
That's also a good point.
Like, oh yeah, that's doing it. I'll turn that off. Now turn this off. Now turn that off. Now turn such and such off.
Yeah. And then ultimately, it's like, buy a new computer. That was your problem all
You need an
along.
older CPU, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
This game like has issues shutting down. That's for sure. Okay, yeah, it's definitely reboot time again, and I can't reboot the computer like every 30 minutes.
Yeah, every 30 minutes, like clockwork.
There's
And it
no
says,
way that
okay.
doesn't screw something up, right? I can't imagine. But all right, well, the only thing I can think to do is to try it without the Discord. So Brian, you'll just have to
Okay.
look at the stream like a common person and read the subtitles.
You want to stream like common people?
And then if that happens again, I guess I'll just get angry, go and fix it. And then, look.
Oh yeah, that
it was-
would have helped. Yeah.
Well, it was either like give a fresh perspective on the game or test it for a couple hours and already know everything that was about to happen.
Yeah.
So, you know, with old PC games like this, you're on the dice every time. It's like, well, it will hold up, maybe. It might. I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that just disabling anything, I don't care, EA thing that I have because I play Command & Conquer, out of here. Xbox app, get out of here. Discord gone.
Get out of here. That's my tree.
Get out of here. Less of programs. All we need is Steam. There's a game called Death Must Die that just came out. Is it fancy? I don't know how copywritten it is. Oh, it's another one of those like weird survival games. Well, that's fun. I'll look at that later. I'm getting distracted. Where's Grand Theft Auto?
What happened to that train game where you're like, remember that one?
Train game.
Yeah, there was a game where you're on a train. And it was insanity. Or no, you made your own train and then like trains came to kill you and you'd like stop at all these.
Oh, Choo Choo Charlie.
Choo Choo Charlie, yeah.
Yeah, that game's pretty good. I think it got an update, like an extra hard mode got put into it.
Oh, finally.
Okay, we're just gonna pray this works. Brian can no longer see the game in real time.
Fine.
So if he talks over a cutscene, blame Rockstar. There's a logo to blame right there. Both of them. Grand Theft $60.
Grand Theft Wallet.
Well, you know, it worked. I'll say this: there's games that can be patched up more easily that companies completely ignore. This one would actually take work. You might actually have to like spend like house money, like $250,000 or something, to pay someone a salary or a couple people a salary to like spruce it up. Oh, imagine playing this on PC when it came out though, because your hardware would be like lacking and be like running all bad. And then crashing on top of it. If the audio bugs out, then Brian can come back in and watch the game.
Oh boy, for real?
Yeah. Actually, I'll probably just tab out and get you back in anyways. I just want to see if the game will run for like 5 minutes without doing it to make sure this isn't like a, well, after the Roman thing, the audio just doesn't like to cooperate at all when you travel between these two areas. And it's to be avoided.
Is your problem, Pally?
I saw some flickering shadows and I Googled up Grand Theft Auto 4 flickering shadows, and it was like threads from 2012 to now, and no one has the solution. It's like, nah, it just sometimes the shadows just don't work. I'm like, oh, all right.
That'll happen sometime.
I guess you wouldn't notice when the game was in 720p though.
Yeah.
Come on, Hattie.
Yeah, you
Forget
would.
about
Wait.
the fat serf.
Vlad, shut up.
But he's a serf, and you're a
Maybe it's a future-proofing issue. I don't
Talking
know.
about serfs.
Oh, hey, Nico.
Where's Roman?
Good question.
Hey, Yokel, your damn cousin isn't here. Go get me a coffee. What? Get me a fucking coffee! Come on, I'll get you one. What? You keep staring at me. I'll burst one of your eyeballs. Gorgeous, this guy's a fucking creep.
Give him a break. He's new in the country.
I can see that. Did he walk here from 1985?
Yeah.
Excellent. Now stop fucking staring at me. I mean, I know I'm good looking and everything, but come on.
His face is terrifying. Ah, Roman just walked through the door. Literally.
About time.
Vladdy boy, what's going on? Roman.
Oh man, this port's rough.
I tells ya.
that? Sex pest? No. It's where is my fucking money? I had it. I had some of it. Then those Albanians you said you would deal with came and smashed my computer. So it's my fault? I didn't say that. Good. Anyway, Nico dealt with him. Broke Darden's arm, then beat up a couple more. Then we teach them a real lesson. Is that so? I tell you what. While you don't pay, maybe you and Nico can do me few favors. Sure. Good. Why not?
Later, Vlad.
What?
The phone's ringing.
Hey. Yeah. Okay. No, I can't do it. My cousin will do it. Yes, he can drive. No, he's not a cop. His name is Nico. You'll be right over. Nico, sorry to ask, cousin. Can you go pick up Jermaine, one of my regulars? He's over on Rotterdam Hill on Mohawk Avenue?
Whatever.
Want a sprunk cranberry? Oh god, no.
Nico came in looking for you, and Vlad told him to get him a fucking coffee, and Nico didn't want to.
Coffee? What was he thinking?
I know.
Okay, having Brian here and not having him able to watch the game would be awful. I'm gonna try to get that back over to him.
It's okay. Look, if it's helping.
I don't know if it is, and honestly, after a point, I don't care. I'll have to, if that's how it is, I'll just have to like go troubleshoot that later, right?
I appreciate that. It makes my job easier when I hear
Well,
the game.
like, it's worked for every other game.
Yeah, so why would it not?
Yeah, some things you can't prepare for, but
Okay, I see it.
you're just gonna immediately blue screen the second I click off on my little meat thing. There we go.
It opens
Hooray!
up a tab with like Amazon, and it's like deliver to. It just shows like a GPS coordinate of your house. Oops.
Whatever.
I hate when that happens.
it'd be way worse if it was like someone else's, because then it would look like I did that on purpose, right? If it's mine, it's like, haha, you dummy. But if it was someone else's, like, oh, you monster. So,
Hey, you're
you did that on purpose. Like, no, I'm not stupid. Yeah, right.
Grandma, I'm sorry.
Now suddenly I believe you're a mastermind.
My grandma,
Take
your
that,
grandma's
person
least
turning.
favorite.
Get out of the way. Beep. Uh-oh.
I hope you have health insurance.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oops. Oopsie doops. Oh, no. Uh-oh. 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 I'm new to this country. Help. Life is falling apart.
Stay away from me.
Blam! Blammo! Splam! 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 Bam! That was a big one.
Look at this one. He's full of blood.
What is wrong with these people?
Yeah!
Remember Dr. Tran? Like the
Oh yeah, I do. I remember Dr. Tran.
Yeah, look at this one. He's full of blood. Kramer just running people over. I like Dr. Tran because it teaches me a lot about like bullying. It's just a narrator explaining what's going to be happening.
Just, I'm going to do this to you. And they're like, no.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like Dr. Tran. He loves beating your grandma up, and he's like, no, I don't. I don't like that. That's my favorite part. It's just describing a character that doesn't exist and him getting mad. I used to do that to this kid, this 40-year-old man when I was younger. He would get mad when we got details wrong, so he used to be like, Invader Zoob is my favorite show. It's not Invader Zoob, it's Invader Zim! And I'm like, yeah, I like the episode where, you know, Mario shows up and then they have to stop Bowser. There was no episode where that happened! I'll kill you! Like, it just got insane.
I'm sorry.
Smokers for jokers. Smokers are jokers. Smokers are jokers.
They pulled a knife out. Alright, boys. When you kill new mommy.
Come on, out of the way.
I remember a joke from that episode because I think about it all the time now. Is do you remember this? He goes, "You got any wet ones? I need to take a shower." He goes, "We've got a real shower upstairs," and she goes, "Upstairs? I hit the jackpot." I think about that a lot. Yeah.
Now that you mention it, I had a few friends who had upstairs houses, and I was always like, whoa.
I very specifically remember having an upstairs and being like, all houses have this.
Nah. I've you know, more common would be like the apartment with the upstairs, but it's not really. It's like you got a mudroom and then a set of stairs. Maybe like one bedroom, then a set of stairs to another bedroom, which is something, not nothing.
My
Man, I'm trying to make the cops angry. They just don't care. Look.
Forgive me. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Forgive me. My sister's parents.
Well, there goes my joyride.
Uh-oh. They have a really nice place, and they got one of those like we're old, we don't have to go anymore houses. We don't have to go do anything. But it's got vaulted ceilings. So like some of the rooms are just upstairs. Like you have to go up a flight of stairs for no reason, and you have to like you have that special bulb changing thing. It's such a nice house, but it's like we don't want to move or have to do hard work, and it's like a light bulb's out. I'll get the ladder. Hang on. That would suck so hard.
I don't mind ladders so much.
Yeah, but they're in their 70s.
Too bad. They should have thought about being that 70-year-old type of person who can climb up ladders. Isn't that sad? Like there's a 50-50 chance when you're 70, you're either gonna be like able to climb ladders and doing regular stuff, or you're gonna just be like on the couch going, ah.
There's two kinds of people. My grandpa's 80 and he still goes on bike rides and shit. He's doing, yeah.
And I guess that's the trick. Ride bikes.
You just ride bicycles.
Thanks for coming. Can you take me over to Masterson Street?
Masterson Street it is, Jermaine.
Can you believe Grand Theft Auto 4 predicted Uber?
Where's Roman? Are you a cop? You gotta tell me if you're a cop. That's the law.
Who would have thought that people would need rides in cars?
Yeah, nobody thought about that.
Some bullshit they cops circulate to trick people into doing deals with them.
So you're not a cop?
No. I tried to join the LCPD.
Yeah.
I'm Nico, Roman's cousin.
Shit, you just should have told me that. Jesus. You nearly gave me a heart attack. I wouldn't want no cop driving me to pick up a load of hot parts.
You shouldn't have said that, Jermaine. I have grounds to arrest you now.
That's a joke, right? A funny fucking joke. You should let your cousin stick to the jokes. Making funny don't suit you.
Driving like a psychopath. The guy's like, so anyways.
Look.
Wait here while I take a look.
That's the most
Now-
fun I have in Grand Theft Auto is just driving
is
in a
cute.
manner that would kill me normally. It's like,
The cops
Now,
are on to me. Get us
Cube
out
starts
no
of
with-
here.
chance.
Yeah.
I'm spinning out, man. Get these cops off our tails.
Okie dokie. I'm just gonna leave. Maybe kill one more person. Get out of the street. No!
Lose the cop, man. Lose the fucking cop. Shit.
Look, I killed like 60 people, and I didn't even get 2 stars, so whatever you're up to is definitely no good. Oh, no.
On this side of the road?
That was awesome. Oh, hold on. Oh, no. Oh, that felt good. I'm gonna make sure to swing by there every damn day. Looks like driver of San Francisco.
I like that.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get rid of the piss filter. And the sound.
Don't need any of that. Is the stream getting sound at all?
No, it is. It's just when the sound stops.
Yeah.
Are you not getting any sound?
I'm getting sound. I was
Okay.
thinking like, it'd be really selfish of me to have all this sound and you just hear me.
No, if you can
Shuffling
hear
the
it, they
keyboard
can
a
hear it.
little
That's
bit.
how it's wired up.
Okay.
That was intentional. I think I could set up a third layer to where Brian gets one capture card, you guys get another capture card, and then we cut the whole Discord thing out of it, but I really don't think it's Discord causing that. I can see the game hitching when it's trying to like get me to other sections of the city. And I think that's just part of the experience. Might have to take away the fancy mods or something. Maybe it's the pedestrians. Maybe too many pedestrians overloading the sound driver. That could be. Yeah, that might be it. Maybe it's too many pedestrians going blah, 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 blah.
That is actually plausible.
Yeah, that's more plausible than anything else. So we might have to come back on next time and be like, sorry, there's less traffic now.
Just like every other chump who gets off a boat here, I thought things might be more exciting. This is just the beginning. It seems I need to sort out my cousin's life before I can work on my own.
Oh yeah? What's wrong with Roman's life?
He appears to owe money to half of Hove Beach. I got rid of one group of loan sharks, but this asshole Vlad, he has his hooks into him as well.
Roman is lucky to have you here, Nico. What are you doing?
Whee! Well, I'm
not
getting to the
ready.
destination quickly, jerk. Whee! Oh, I wish I could drive like this in real life. Oh, damn it, I failed. Oh, come on. We do really need Roman's car. He's like, I don't know this guy.
A bit of a character.
I gotta answer my time traveling text message. Okay, this time I won't fling the car into oncoming traffic as much. I can honk my horn too. That doesn't mean anything.
You scared me, fool.
And
I
At work-
love just
at
being
work-
a monster behind the wheel. There's a recent dumb
Yeah.
Twitter thing to where somebody is like, "Oh, I can't believe you did a big shooting in Grand Theft Auto." And I'm thinking about all the times I got behind the wheel of a car in one of these games. I'm like, huh.
yeah, there's a lot
Like
of
even
people
that
coming
right
home
there
with
is
it.
monstrous. That's like life
Yeah.
altering.
It's life author.
This would be in the newspaper. This would be on TV. And now it would be a meme. And then he went and picked the guy up.
And then they talked all casually as like, it's like you think of that guy who just plowed into a farmer's market full of people. And he's just like, I fell asleep. I'm sorry. It's like you had to go through 3 layers of roadblocks to.
Can you take me over to Masterson Street?
Masterson Street.
Hey, you just accidentally run into those situations, huh?
Well, you could get a manslaughter charge. I imagine somebody who wasn't intentionally trying to hit anybody freaking out, going, whoa, whoa. Just like hauling ass. Because, you know, fight or flight, you know, people are, everything in this planet's trained to, like, if you're completely overwhelmed and don't know what the hell's going on, it's like, I gotta go. I bet a lot of hit and runs end up like that, to where the person's like, well, I ran away because I'm just timid and like, too bad.
Isn't meant to be open. Wait here while I take a look.
Later, Agent Torture.
It's like drawn onto the wall. That door isn't meant to be open.
The cops are on to me. Get us
Obviously,
out of
like a blurry texture.
Yeah.
Not even bump mapping on it.
I'm spinning out.
Don't go to that door. There's
Get
nothing
these
there.
cops off our tails.
We should do a video like that, like a cartoon. There's where that sound went.
Give it a second.
I'd love a cartoon if they looked at 5 doors and 4 of them are painted into the background very clearly, and then one is obviously an animation cell with like a shadow above it. Like, which door should we go into, gang?
That would be a pretty fun puzzle. Yeah, audio's out. Die! On the plus side, there's no way I'm going to get a copyright strike for this one.
There you go.
All that shadow under the bridge is looking pretty gnarly, too. Yeah, I guess I just had to strip all the little extras out. Maybe that'll help, but, you know, that means reinstalling the game. That might take a little time. And oh, shoot. Also going to make sure that I got, like, oh, yeah, my save, I guess. Although I could just replay to this point. I'd rather not spend probably not 2 hours, you know.
Yeah.
That was my mistake. I heard the modding scene for this was good, and it is. It's just they're working with an engine that wasn't really, it's kind of half-baked on PC, it seems. Too bad. I wish the audio would just cut back on. That'd be cool.
I know. Well, I always wonder how many situations there are where like they're like, the fans will fix it. They'll patch it. There's that new Sonic game where you play Sonic, the classic games. There's like entire sections of music missing because they either couldn't port it or that like they didn't legally have access to the music. And first day someone's like, I fixed every single problem with the sound. It's perfect now. And it's like, did they plan that?
Hard to say. This is the big downside to PC gaming, though. That's for sure. You'll get a console port that looks a little fuzzy, or maybe has some like controller latency, or like, oh, why does it run so bad? But on PC, you'll get like, yeah, the sound just stops, and nobody bothered to fix it, and nobody cares.
That's often a Windows problem I've had. Is like there will be one game breaking thing where they're like, well, you're the only one who still plays this, so.
But once I find out it's self-inflicted by me, like going, I want more pedestrians on the street because it'll make it more fun. I'll be like, oh, okay, that was my fault. Sorry.
I have glitched sound drivers out in Grand Theft Auto 5 doing that. When you turn on like the riot mods and stuff.
Yeah, that's a, uh-oh.
there.
Say, looks like a certain little someone's gonna be busy later tonight, reinstalling some Grand Theft Auto because this ain't gonna fly. I was waiting for the cutscene to start for a solid like 4 seconds there. I'm like, so Nico's gonna walk in, right? Not tonight.
Any minute. No, he's just waiting, dude. He's got. They shot it in real time.
I'm gonna wait this out because Nico's gonna walk in. All of a sudden, the audio is gonna work again. Oh man. If you're speed running this, you probably have like a really specific computer that runs this game really well.
Like, you remember you were telling me, like, you really want Flash to work, you gotta go build to spec a machine from 1998 that has
They gotta
exactly
go get a
one
Pentium
core.
3 and like 32 gigabytes of DDR2 memory and, and an ATI all in wonder. I think it might have crashed.
Are you sure?
Mm.
I think you might be right, old chum.
Yeah, OCD. I'll look up a mod that fixes the game, but if that doesn't work, I'll just run the game vanilla with the piss filter and all, and we'll just see the game in all its original glory. It might be the way to do it. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe Rockstar patched it up at some point, and it's like, now don't touch it. It's hanging together. It's bubble gum and shoestring and paper clips. So be careful.
But god damn it, it's art.
Yeah, either that or like the mods I installed are actually like horrible computer viruses, which is also an unexplored but completely plausible possibility. Who knows?
I would like to say some nice things about Adobe for a minute. Flash is really good at optimizing space. It just deleted entire segments of my video because I made it into an object file. I was like, oh, you can't do that. Oh, who told you could?
Shout out to my favorite co-host Roman, who's been sitting there taking calls for us all day.
Just complaints.
Yeah. There's no audio. He's like, I cannot speak. Assault's mods for PC. Everyone looks like a character from Reboot. Oh, dude, blaming me for that. Wait till I take off the mods. You're gonna.
Why does it look like this?
Well, first of all, even before I put the mods on, Roman still moved around like he was a Nightmare Before Christmas character.
This is GTA. This is GTA. You can't do any better. I am the thing that eats up your RAM. Doing complex math as fast as I can.
Loading vector shadows I do. Spamming calls to your CPU.
This is frame buffer. This is frame buffer. There is no fix for this shit.
Is it connecting online or is it offline? It's trying to access your Wi-Fi. But I don't have a router.
I am the man that works for tech support. I'm about as helpful as a dry fart.
That's not bad. Oh God. Oh, by the way, I like Grand Theft Auto 4. I'm really sad that this is the one that has problems. Manhunt we got working, Bully we got working. This one's like, nah.
Bully's objectionable.
Okay, Bully did crash a couple of times, but like
Bully turned on.
Bully gave me the funniest moment ever, and that was hitting restart and the entire game going back to the very beginning. I know that now that's just the new game button. It's the same function. I just think that that's really funny is all.
I am the thing that freezes your stream.
Like, oh yeah, restart. Yeah, I want to restart this mission. He just goes all the way back. It's so funny.
That is really funny that It might as well, like, when you hit restart, it just says like it's installing the game again. Put it back together for you.
I also like that we got through that whole stand-up routine and none of this happened. So it clearly has something to do when the game has to load in. Maybe it's all the pedestrians. Yeah, I guess I'll just like uninstall the game, reinstall it, then play it by myself for like an hour or two. And then if I get no audio dropout, then I'll have the solution without making Brian's night miserable or anybody else's night miserable, to where it's like, look, we can play it, but you guys can't look directly at the screen.
If you guys look at the screen, it's known to cause severe processor issues.
Yeah, it's somehow it knows how many people are looking at it at any given moment.
It's like me when I pee. Don't look at me.
No, this isn't happening.
It would be really funny if it was like a Roland-esque, like the computer's like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I'm not paying attention to my computer. I look over and it's like getting unreasonably hot. Like, uh-oh. No, most machines have safeties for that. In the old days, not so much. Used to be able to overload people's monitors and just like, oh, I should think you should do it 2,000 hertz.
Oh yeah, you were telling me that you used to be able to like lock your monitor at 2000 hertz. Like that was like a form of virus, and you could just make the monitor go boop. And, like,
Yeah, Windows is like 2,000 hertz. Got it. Injecting watts.
right away, boss.
Power goes through the cable. Just
No voltage limit, huh? Windows, don't limit yourself.
this is future proof, they said.
Yeah.
Hey, well, I can do any frame rate because you can put whatever wattage you want through it.
It's just like that's so empowering. You know what I mean?
I love the idea of future proofing something, making it like horribly dangerous. It's like, yeah, but it's never obsolete. Well, I guess that's 2 hours. This is a bonus stream. That's what we're gonna call it. Welcome to Grand Theft Auto 4. Doesn't work on my computer with these mods. Perhaps it will work without the mods. And we didn't miss too much, so we got the intro down. Brian understands what it's about. We committed a few like atrocities
along the way.
And we got Roman just sitting here, which is oddly calming. That'd be a good desktop, honestly, a good background. But yeah, what else is there to say? But I'm sure that Nvidia and Rockstar are hard at work fixing this, just like they were with the remasters, which I hear look great now. And I'm totally not thinking about those in the back of my mind as a backup, but maybe. We'll see how tests go. No, Grinchill, the game decided I was so awful that it had to like execute itself. So big pass. Might swing back later tonight with a bonus thing, maybe, but yeah, sadly, if the game won't let me play it, I'll have to come up with some other kind of solution to fix that. It'll take a little bit of time, because if I got to test it for an hour, that's already an hour out of a night, right? So we see how it can like snowball on you.
6 hours of show prep just for the.
I guess we could chat a little bit. We'll do that. That's a nice that's a nice compromise. Whoever doesn't care about us talking, feel free to leave. You're good. Don't worry. We'll continue GTA 4. We'll continue GTA 4 when it works, which I'll be hard at work doing. And I guess I just want to mention, I usually do a lot of research ahead of time to make sure games will work. And I booted GTA up and I played it for 30 minutes. I saw no issue because I just drove around the city, right? Let's drive around the city. It's fine. But there seems to be something like when it's loading in cell phone calls or like different instances in the city or missions or things, to where the computer just freezes up and then it slowly loads in the audio and then it moves. And maybe it has something to do with the pedestrian mod, but that was something I didn't see prior to any of this because I didn't want to play the missions and spoil myself. So, I mean, I've played it before, but I played it in 2007. I don't exactly remember it.
You sound like a senator explaining why he tried to get his wife laid on Craigslist. I thought I was doing what was best for everyone. I had no bad intentions.
It's more like if you throw a party and the power gets cut off and the water stops working.
That's
It's
a
like-
shitty party.
Yeah, it's funny for like 10 minutes, and it starts to get like humid and hot, and there's like nowhere to pee anymore, and you can't see. Everybody's drunk and miserable. So you're gonna be like, sorry, I didn't. I swore I'm really sure I thought I paid the bill. Cypher, I'm not getting Ark Survival involved. God.
Oh well.
Nah, it's a lot of prep. I mean, there's some games that got working that I was surprised I was able to get going at all. Like, we did the entirety of the PlayStation 3 version of Twisted Metal through an emulator.
And it worked.
Up to the last boss, it started crashing, so the way I got around it was just to beat the last boss in 15 minutes instead of taking longer. It's like, well, it's going to crash in 10 or 15 minutes inevitably. All I got to do is beat it before that happens. And it worked. That was running on some thin ice there. I was happy to get that done, though. I felt good about myself. I felt better beating that than I did beating Doom on Nightmare or any of that. I just... With every other game, even on the hardest difficulty, there is a guarantee that you can beat it for the most part. But when you're trying to like outrun a glitch, there's no real guarantee that you're going to beat anything. Sleepy Dog Zone with $2. Thank you, says live helping fixing stream 5K watts LED overload. My monitor is a 4K Dell from 2017. It cost $500, and I've been using it since 2017. So we will not be overloading the monitor that has worked for so very long. It's
all we've
practically
got.
family.
Yeah.
If that was the only
basically
monitor
fine.
I got, I'd be damn grateful. I mean, compared to other ones that get like burning or die out on you, this one's been ridiculously like dependable.
I know what you mean.
You get that one screen that works with no bleed out or nothing's wrong with it, and you're like, oh, I gotta save this for my grandchildren.
Great White Buffalo. It's the monitor that got away. The Great White Buffalo.
I have no idea what that's in reference to.
Hot Tub Time Machine.
Oh, damn, I ain't seen that in a long time either.
Something so rare that
That's something you'd be watching right after you played this.
like in that order.
By the way, thank you, Sleepy Dog Zone.
Yeah, thank you, Sleepy Dog Zone. Your patronage is helpful in a
Oh, Eris,
in a
man,
world
nah,
of
I ain't gonna
glitches.
play World of Warcraft. I think, unless they do something like bring EverQuest back or some weird thing like that that's specifically tailored to my specific interest, probably not. Like I contributed to Pantheon Rise of the Fallen, then one of the lead developers died. So I'm
That'll
kind of
put a
bummed.
damper on your day.
Kind of bummed out about MMOs because of that. It's like, oh, well, and they're still working on the game, but I mean, it was probably supposed to already been released like 2 years ago, and I'm just like, well, what are you gonna do? They already spent the money developing the game. Well, ask for a refund for money that they've already spent. It's not really fair, is it? So when it's like, hey, World of Warcraft, it's a tough one.
I guess. Yeah.
This game's
World of
asking a lot of time out of you, so you really gotta love it.
Loving every minute of it.
So either a really good one has to come out or Pantheon has to come out, one or the other. And I bet what's going to happen is that Pantheon's going to come out. I'm going to play it for a month and go, oh, I don't have time for this, or I'm bored by this for some reason. Now that I have it, I don't want it at all. I really wanted it. Now that I have it, I'm good. Oh, mercy. Well,
good Lord.
That's Grand Theft Auto 4. Like I said, it's a fun game, but I got to do some more troubleshooting on this. Good thing we did it on an off day. I would have felt bad if we did this on like a Saturday and I had nothing to back it up. But yeah, we'll see you around. Thank you for joining me, Brian. Thank you all for watching and recommending Grand Theft Auto 4. We'll get it working. I'll figure something out. We'll just play it on the 360. I don't know.
24 FPS.
Hey, I'll take
works.
24 FPS over crashing. If it's like that, one of them you can play to the end, the other one you can't.
Yep.
Or if it's gonna be one of those things like you need to get Windows 7 because Windows 10. Maybe I just gotta run it in compatibility mode. Maybe I gotta just right click on the X and go run it in Windows 7 compatibility mode, and like everything's fixed. Maybe it could be something as simple as that. I just wasn't aware. Damn. Not that anybody's chewing me out over it. I'm just kind of angry because usually I'm really good about that. Like, for example,
sometimes when it just won't work.
Well, like Dead Space 2 won't run on this computer because the 13th Gen i9 doesn't play friendly with DirectX 9. Windows 11 and the 13th Gen i9 don't play well with the DirectX 9 sometimes, and Dead Space is one of those examples. I got another computer here. It's a 9th Gen i7 that can run Dead Space 2 at 4K, no problem. And it's just a stupid little issue like that, right? But I'm not buying another computer to play GTA 4. So maybe that other computer would also run it better, right? I'm thinking that.
Right.
I got a couple of options I can try here, but to set that up is going to take like anywhere between 5 minutes and 2 hours. So, and then I got to test it for an hour on top of that. So at least an hour and 5 minutes or 2 hours and 5 minutes. So what am I going to do?
That'll be the bonus. That'll be the Patreon stream is Helvin getting mad at the computer. Work!
Sleepy Dogs on would have played it on Xbox, but I don't think I own a copy of it, so I have to like buy it again. I really don't want to. I'm getting. Nah, I like streaming, but if it's to the point where it's like, well, you need to have 3 different copies of this now because the Switch version came out and it's got a difference to it that you might be interested in.
It does this now.
It has a new level.
There's one new level. Yeah, like I was gonna
They
say
had
like
one
Myst, but it was-
hallway, one single hallway with like one monster in it. Like that's not in the original.
This is new content.
New content hallway with monster.
Yeah, with deleted scene. There's a movie I saw where it said includes deleted scene.
Deleted scene. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, finally. You're not America.
They really didn't want you to see it too, but we own the rights now.
I'm just thinking of like the worst deleted scene.
The worst
Watch
deleted
Lindsay
scene, I think it was in the
that.
Twilight Zone movie.
Oh yeah, well, I was gonna say like it's like those Disney bloopers.
Man, that could be anything. There's so many Disney bloopers.
Well, no, there's a thing on the Disney Channel where they're like yelling at Hillary Duff to like, you remember they used to have the magic wand to make the logo.
Oh
And
yeah,
they're like, Hillary Duff, you're doing it wrong. And she looks all bummed out and tired. That'd be a star.
they should have somebody do that and it like sets off the fire alarm and the walls start burning. I'm like, no.
I like the idea that like it turns out that thing's real when you make the wand. And
Yeah,
like,
it's not a
burning it into
special
some
effect. It's
plastic.
like
It's a massive fire. That's
Walt Disney took a splinter off the Spear of Destiny and put it in this wand and imbued it with the power of Christ.
the Spear of Destiny. This is the spear used to kill Walt Disney.
Yes. all sitting here staring at Roman as my computer burns itself to death was worth it just to get Walt Disney getting the Spear of Destiny jammed into him. Yeah, I generate that image, huh?
I could think of someone who had a lot of crazy ideas, and he changed how the whole world worked, and he only had 13 friends, and
he's
he
like
went
the
off into
Jesus
a
of
cave.
cartoons.
He went off to a cave to die, and that man's name is Walt Disney.
And then he came back.
He's 1,000 years old, and people still read his book.
You know,
It's like
imagine what Walt Disney would think if you showed him like Encanto or something. Walt Disney reacts.
Walt Disney reacts to Moana. I don't
Yeah,
understand. Where are all the harbors? No, Walt, this takes
Hey,
place 100 years after
when
that.
are the Spaniards showing up?
Where's that 4K of Song of the South? I don't understand.
Oh, good. They're doing a bunch of live action remixes. Are they going to do one for some? I don't even want to say
We
that.
all-
I don't even want to
we
say the
own
name of
those
that one out
fucking-
loud. I feel like
You don't know
just
those
saying the name.
Spider-Man? Yeah, he's like mad that they own Marvel. He's like, this isn't.
He
Well,
walks in and
Disney's
he like
so
demands
great.
a Song of the South thing be put in the Spider-Verse, and like they gotta go through there and say hi to Brer Rabbit and friends. Like, well,
Is that
this
his
is
name?
probably a bad. He's gonna do it. He's gonna like it there, and everyone's gonna be happy.
It's like Fantasia 3, but it's all Song of the South. And he was like, this is what I had a trilogy in mind.
It was building up to something.
He was trying to make a Mickey Mouse cinematic universe.
Yeah, it's mostly revolves around American history for the past 100 years, but whatever.
Look, you gotta go somewhere with it.
I know what I like, and I like the last 100 years.
Remember that, Bojack? The only goofy dog that we're gonna have is named Pluto. I like that joke. There's only room for one goofy dog, and his name is Pluto.
I do like the lack of planning in Disney stuff, despite all the polish, like Goofy is a dog and Pluto's a dog.
He's the only dog that gets to wear pants. I'm wearing
can't-
the fucking pants around here.
Yeah, I can't tell. Like, you would think that's intentional, but I also feel like a cartoonist back then would be ego driven enough to go like, "No, that was on purpose. Shut up. I'm
They show
funny."
Walt Disney Princess and the Frog. He's like, I like the frog part.
It's like, I have
You gotta
notes.
dig a little deeper. There's a lot of hatred in you.
You show him like inside, or you show him up, and he's
He's like, I don't understand.
like, what's this bullshit? Look at this. It's so ugly.
He's like Orson Welles. How could a toy come to life and no one would notice? A child could alert
Oh,
you
yeah.
of this information.
He gets like unreasonably upset at Toy Story. It's like, so the space one's a communist and the Woody guy's like a gay, isn't he? I don't know if I like this one. I have notes. It's going to take place in the 1800s. Now, listen. Why is everything in the 1800s, Walt Disney? There were better times.
Oh man. He's making videos getting angry about Marvel movies. Like,
Oh, I love modern day Walt Disney. Imagine him on Twitter just screaming at people and like, "He will not divide us." Like, oh man,
oh man.
that would be a nightmare. They should bring him back just to let just
Have they ever,
that.
they ever done a Disney movie where they celebrate like Hanukkah? Have they done that yet?
Nope.
They can get around to it. If I were them, I'd be like, that's the
Nickelodeon's got
first
that
thing.
covered.
Oh yeah. Well, Disney's like, I will teach you to be a pagan.
I think it is kind of weird that Nickelodeon is the network that celebrates Hanukkah and Disney's the one that does Christmas, and Cartoon Network's the one that celebrates Adult Swim. Rick and Morty. So Cartoon
How-
Network's the atheist station. Nickelodeon's the Jewish one, and Disney's the Christian one. Wow, it's oddly true though. Now, the more I think about it, yeah, all the cartoon stations are religiously oriented in their own special way.
That's true.
It's wacky.
I just remember Disney always being bottom of my priorities. It was nice they were like all three next to each other, so you just go one up or one down. It was like a speedrunning tactic to find the right channel.
Yeah, well, you know, if they got something good on, brand loyalty's good for like, you know, impulse purchases, which should be rare, but you know, you treat yourself once in a while. But You know, a bad product's a bad product. Although some people are pretty excessively hateful towards middle grade products or mid.
Mm-hmm.
Like something's just average and then somebody just shits all over it. It's
Oh, actually, chat. There's a show I'm trying to find, and I spent like a week googling it. Still can't. They used to sell like McDonald's or Wendy's toys of it, and I think it was Russian, but it was like I remember. I think the cartoons had these thick lines, but there was the the kid's face was blue. Like one of the kids was blue. It's not Doug. It looked kind of like Fairly Odd Parents ish, but like it was on like PBS or like ABC or one of the channels I didn't usually go to.
he's banking it up.
I know, it's driving me nuts. I crossed over into this reality. And I remember the villain had a like a McDonald's toy that you touched, and it would say his catchphrase, and his catchphrase was ta ra ra boom dia, and I'm like the free song. He
Yabba
could only
dabba doo!
yeah, maybe it was French OCD. That's probably right.
Oh yeah, you're over in the area where French shit might spill over once in a while.
Yeah, yeah. It had a very stylistic thing. One of the kids was like blue or green, and I remember there was like a
Yeah,
mustache
that's some
twirling villain.
Quebecian shit, I bet.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Simpsons where they replace Itchy and Scratchy with cat and mouse fight.
I like foreign animation. I like seeing something from Russia that looks like better animated than Disney stuff, and you realize that the guy who did that like was shot immediately after he did make that.
Yeah, Angelica Anaconda. Is that like a name I shouldn't look up? That
Angela
sounds...
Anaconda. Yeah, it's really cool. Never mind. It does sound like a stripper name, doesn't it? It's not though. I think that's a TV show.
It's not this show. It was
Like I
further
wouldn't
back
want to
in
type in
time.
Angela Anaconda either because that's such an old show that like there's a real good chance there's a porn actress who's way more famous than
Yeah,
the Nickelodeon show. So you have some SEO issues there.
they're trying to like make their own Hannah Montana. They call it Alexis, Texas. Like one of those like big porn names. It was not. OCD,
Here's my show. It's called A Lot of
it's a weird
Vagina.
Canadian
It's
cartoon.
about imaginary land.
Matthias, just give me the name of the show you think it is. I just looked it up. It's not Angelica Anaconda. That's a different lady. That show.
Angelica Anaconda. No, it's
No,
Angela. It's Angela Anaconda.
Oh.
Sugarman spelt it wrong.
Oh, that's
So
funny.
she actually did just give you a stripper name.
I'm looking up Angela Anaconda, and like that's the most horrifying show I've ever seen. But it was like
Yeah.
really flat, two-dimensional.
Clip art.
It looked like clip art. It looked like Microsoft clip art. and I
Yeah,
can't
that's the one.
remember.
It's clip art. They did a little thing for fucking that anime with the dinosaurs in it, the Digimon.
Okay,
Had a weird little crossover thing. Sugarman's got timed out by Nightbot for giving us naughty stripper names.
Nightbot is equipped with. list
Nightbot's
of
like,
every basic-
ew, gross. Ah.
Beep boop.
Nah, it's not Kablam at thighs, so that's a good guess.
Wait, what was it?
Not
Kablam?
Kablam. It's not Kablam. One of the characters has blue hair in that, but it's not the same thing.
Let me
That's not what
see.
you're talking about.
No, that's.
I know what you're talking about. You got it
No.
right. You got it. You both got it.
I
Hey,
can't remember. I think...
we're waiting for this cutscene to end. I don't know why GTA 4 is so long, but
they're
Roman's
really
waiting
padding
for
out.
Nico, and I guess we're waiting for Nico too.
He's really patient.
Just waiting.
Gotta do something with your time.
Remember Shirt World?
Sure, world and the handmade logo.
I like the vector logo that looked like you could have made it in like Paint 3D. Someone got a little crazy on that building. It's like, this doesn't look personalized enough. Shirt World.
Anyone else have any ideas of what that show was?
I told you.
What was it?
It's Angela Anaconda.
I looked it up. It's not that.
Well, you're wrong.
The kid kind of looked like the kid on the PBS Kids box. Like That's what I remember.
Never mind.
And that
Brian took a bunch of
the year was
of
1999,
antihistamines.
maybe 2000.
Brian ate a bunch of
With that.
antihistamines and fell asleep to like an LS Mark
just
video, and
make-
he's just
it-
imagined.
Oh God! Don't get me started on Alice Mark.
I was gonna see if you would have mentioned the cheese.
That SpongeBob did something I didn't like.
Hey, look, I'll say this about critics. There's no possible way to like your critic. Every critic's got to be a little butthole about something. That's just how that is.
Well, it's just so people will tell me opinions of YouTube videos as if it's theirs. I've met so many people that'll walk up to me and be like, "Did you hear The Simpsons is good again?" I'm like, "Yeah, Super Eye Patch Wolf made that video yesterday." And they're like, No, I just decided. I just watched it the other day. It's actually really good now." And it's like, no, you didn't.
I
Nobody watched
do
this.
like hearing the opinions turn when suddenly a video comes out. I remember Nostalgia Critic reviewed Ferngully, and all of a sudden, a bunch of people are, "Remember Ferngully? It was really good." I'm like, "I don't remember Ferngully, and neither do you."
I know.
None of us remember that. None of us watched it, and it aired on like one of those dead cable networks, and you probably saw 5 minutes of it before you got fucking bored because it's not that interesting. Unless you're into size play.
Let's see. Sticking around. It was not Crazy Bones. Crazy Bobes? Oh no, Crazy Bones.
The Pajama Sam.
I remember Crazy Bones, the candy. It was not Pajama Sam. Let's see.
This is just a podcast now. When we turn on some music,
I still think we should do a podcast. We would.
It seems like you'd have more fun with that than me telling you, "Shut up, Roman's talking, butthole."
I just cut the video game out.
Yeah, cut out the fat with Brian.
It was not sticking around, but I do. God, look at these designs. That's a pretty cool looking show. Yeah, I don't know, and that always happens with cartoons though. So I'll hear that no one liked it up until one reviewer is like, "Give it a chance," and then suddenly everyone's like, "Oh, well, this guy said it was good, so now."
It's like when, yeah, and it's just what you're saying. Somebody will do a review of something like of some old cartoon, and I'm trying to think of an example. I'm not gonna give a specific example, but here's the one that's all too common. It's like here's a cartoon that was a vehicle to push merchandise on people. Most people thought it was bad, but when you looked at it, it actually had some pretty good lessons, and the animation was really impressive in some areas.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, you're bored. Or rather, if you're looking at somebody reviewing cartoons and they've been around for like 5 years, they probably have as many cartoons left as I have video games. Actually, less. I bet I have way more video games left to play than they have cartoons, even if you don't count the ones like this that may not work. Eventually, you got to watch Mega Babies.
Well, it's like everyone knows about The Room because of Doug Walker. Like in my generation, you probably knew about The Room because of The Room, but like, I remember people telling me Space Jam was actually really bad. And I realized it's because Nostalgia Critic told me. It was not Reboot. It was a 2-dimensional cartoon. They had thick lines like the Fairly Odd Parents. There was a green kid or a blue kid.
This is the second time Reboot got mentioned tonight.
But God, Reboot was horrifying. I just watched part of it.
Reboot's okay, but if it's Reboot is only okay if you're a big computer dork and you haven't watched a drama before in your life.
When everything in there seems new.
Yeah, you're such a turbo nerd that you haven't watched TV. You've only played with your computer.
God.
Then it's a lot better. But that's an odd qualifier, you know. Imagine having worked on Reboot and then seeing how much money the Digital Circus got for its pilot.
Yeah.
They're pioneers, Brian.
Look at Mystery Science Theater and how much they need versus
they're like there before Toy Story, you know what I mean? They're like super cutting edge, like the most
live
cutting of the
right.
cutting edge. They didn't get the Toy Story money. They didn't get the 100 million views. They didn't get the $90 million or whatever. It's pretty funny. Oh, it's gotta hurt.
I will I always struggle with, like, when I did that Chris Chan comic, people are like, you know, you actually deserve more views, and it's like, well, I didn't get them. What?
Well, then go
This
tell
is
someone to
so
watch.
underrated.
Yeah, like I don't want to say that either, but I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, you
Well,
could,
I
you
guess
could
I'll
show it to a
just
friend.
sit here and do nothing.
I'm gonna sit here and Pornhub on the other tab, and
I will say one thing: there isn't as
eat my
many, there
lunch.
aren't as many ways to promote yourself as there used to be. Like the way my channel got its start was back when you could do video replies.
Oh
I
yeah.
yeah, I made a Command and Conquer video, and then I posted it as a video reply to another Command and Conquer video that was very popular, but the game had been underserved at the time, and there weren't enough people who even knew how to record anything. So
Right.
as I replied to that, I kind of daisy chained off that hooked in like 100,000 viewers, and those people funneled in. And then way
They
after
told
that
you
was the
that.
Planet Dolan stuff, and now we got like nothing but subscriber burn over here. There's 178,000 some odd people
Who
who
all
are
come
waiting for
back
me
and be
to
like,
do something cool.
I haven't seen your channel in 10 years.
I thought you died.
Yeah, I thought you died.
Verbal Drinks says, helmet, you deserve less views. Nobody deserves shit.
What's this deserve shit? Yeah.
Yeah. Where's this deserve shit coming from?
who's figuring this stuff out?
Look at me!
You're the best.
I earned this.
Look what I've made of myself.
And the world's conspiring against me.
Oh, Sugarbit says Jacob Tutu. Let me see. Is this another stripper?
It's like the worst.
No, it was more simple looking than that. This is a lot of good detail in this.
This is a game Brian plays where he pretends like to remember a piece of media that doesn't exist.
I'm telling you, I cross dimensions. I hate when I go on
We should just
Reddit,
do that
by the
once
way.
every month. If you do it once a month, nobody will remember. And you should go, remember that show about the little red guy? You know, he's a little red guy. He lived in Brooklyn. He run around. No, it's not Mario. No, it's not the Noid. No, it's not the no, it's
It
not
was
that.
not Chalk Zone. It looked a lot like Chalk Zone.
No, it's
but
not
it was
Chalk
like
Zone.
it was public access Chalk Zone. I don't know what the fuck that show was.
Every time we do this bit, Brian, someone's gonna say, was it Chalk Zone?
The villain's like a fat guy with like a pointy beard, and I there's a drawing of him like holding his fingers together like, and I don't remember what it was. SWAT cats?
I bet it sucked.
I know it sucked. Remember Fur Fighters on the Dreamcast?
Was that a Dreamcast game?
I
I think that was
liked
Genesis.
It's on Dreamcast. It was fucking 3D. Fur Fighters.
I thought.
Where
I
you're
think
like
you're thinking.
you're like a no, you're a dog and you gotta shoot the other dog. Just like you're on an island. You have to beat each other up.
Yeah, no, I think you think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a Genesis game, and then the one you're thinking of is like.
Shut up! You're gaslighting the shit out of me.
No, you're
Fur
thinking.
Fighters is a video game developed by Sierra Creations and Bizarre Creations, published by Acclaim for the Dreamcast in 2000, and then ported to Windows.
Oh, okay, never mind.
99 and PS2. Cyber Chase. The chat's fucking with me. None of these are. I bet Cyber Chase, they're like 6 feet tall and look all realistic, and they're like, "Is this what the green spaced cartoon kids?"
You're gonna find out he meant like Mega Man or something. He's like, yeah, that's it.
Turns out I was
Like
describing.
you just don't know what Mega Man is out of all
It
things.
might have
You're
been
like,
Cyber Chase. It might have been Cyber Chase. That looks closer. Maybe
Might
I'm
have
confusing.
been.
The villain looked like the Cyber Chase guy. Yeah.
Brian's like, I ate some expired ham and I had a hallucination while looking up at a stain on the ceiling, and it looked like this
maybe
little
you're
like
right.
green dude. And did anybody remember that cartoon?
Let's see, Mike and Melissa. What's that one?
Yeah, it's staying on the ceiling after ham sickness.
Purple Drake was right. It was Mike and Melissa.
There you go.
What?
I'm glad we
Let's see what
figured
says
that
about
out.
this.
I was worried we wouldn't wouldn't have been able to figure that out.
It wasn't Mike and Melissa. It might have been Cyber Chase, and I'm like remembering it wrong. Because the Cyber Chase villain looks awful familiar.
I remember watching Eon Flux when I was like 5 years old and thinking this is awesome.
What's up with that Cyber Chase villain? He did look like that.
I was like looking at the part where they fucked between the train system. There's like a big gate in the wall, and she presses her ass up between the bars, and the guy fucks her through the gate. And then right after he comes, he pulls out, and like train goes. Wah! And I was like, "Wow, cartoons are neat." And then Beavis and Butthead came on.
What's the Cyber Chase villain? What was the villain's catchphrase? Was it Tyroro Boomerang?
Yabba dabba doo!
Oh man, no, this is. Let's see. Molten Amber says Cyber Chase had Christopher Lloyd and Gilbert Gottfried. That's pretty fucking cool. Let me just read about Cyber Chase. Let's see.
We could review it, but we
Matthias
could.
said Butt Ugly Martians.
Butt Ugly Martians.
The first 3D Nickelodeon show. That was pretty bad.
Had it in the title.
1, 2, 3, 4. I have to ride my hoverboard. Oh yeah, Christopher Lloyd, man. I have to look up whatever the chat's telling me. Yeah, it was 16.
7, 8, and a roll,
16 was
set
like
me
half a
straight.
decade after this. So it was Zubumafu.
Zaboomafu.
Is it like a Jim Henson show? It's like it's like what is
I do remember seeing some PBS shows that just open up into a nightmare world that I couldn't quite understand.
was it Dinosaur Train? 2010's Dinosaur Train?
Exo Squad.
Ryan, you're thinking of Family Guy. Yeah, Exo Squad looks awesome. Look at these designs.
I seen somebody posted like little action figures for those, and I was like, whoa, those looked like they would have been fun.
Let's see. So what was the name of the villain in Cyber Chase? Maybe it was Cyber Chase. I think you're right. Like Amber said Cyber Chase. OCD, when I was a kid, I used to want to watch I wanted to watch South Park with my parents, but it would be like 8 at night and I'd have to go to bed. So I would shout, "Stupid blanket!" And then I would throw the blanket and then try to run as fast as I could under it, as if I'm somehow tricking them into thinking that I'm in the other room without a blanket, and that the blanket with a child-shaped outline is actually not me.
And see, I was just running around screaming at 4 a.m. drinking chocolate sauce out of a Hershey's bottle, and South Park was on. I just kept repeating what Cartman said as loud as possible at school the next day.
It was word girl.
You're thinking The Price is Right. You're thinking of Amazon Original TV's The Invincible. You're thinking of The Smurfs.
Wait, hang on. It was
Back in
Invader
action.
Sim.
You know, I think I got Amazon. I think we could watch Invincible on Amazon, but then everybody else who could watch would also have to have Amazon.
I just
That's
typed word girl. I just typed word girl in, and it's like pictures of this PBS looking character, and then I scroll down and she's like 300 pounds with her ass hanging out of her spandex, and it's like
Cool.
word girl DeviantArt.
Oh, I thought you meant like a real picture, like they like the
No.
show's still going on. She's like, yeah, I put
No,
on a
like one of those stuffer fetishists. Like it's got so little SEO that like right next to it is just this nightmare picture.
Yeah, there's one I remember, and it's related to Resident Evil, so this is video game trivia. The person who played Rebecca Chambers was also on the show called the big red couch or whatever. And it turns out it was the big red casting couch because you can see. Never mind, I gotta stop.
Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, I got it.
I'm going to hell. That joke is so mean. Damn it. Shit, this look, I didn't look. I'm really sure someone made that joke before I did, so blame them.
Yeah, they let it happen.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should just
Look,
do this from now on. This will just be the GTA 4 stream. We'll just keep
every
doing this till
GTA
someone
4 stream
complains.
I'll
Just
take
play
a
till it
print screen of this
freezes.
frame. Yeah, I'll just take a print screen of this frame, and every episode starts with.
I think we can just play until it freezes, and it's like, well, it's time to do the podcast.
And then we have like the Brian Tries to Remember cartoon segment every week.
Then the game ends, and we got to find another one.
No, it'll never end. We'll be on like year 7 of you know, Half in the Bag, the Red Letter Media thing. They say in like the 10th episode, they're like, all right, we're wrapping up season 1, we'll be back in 2 months. And then they're like, we haven't skipped an episode since. So that was 15 years ago, and they're like, we need to stop this year and go, all right, season 2's wrapping up.
That
Just
doesn't
say
work
season
anymore.
1 was-
That's not what the internet
Yeah.
is now. The internet is a 365,
I know.
actually 3 more if possible, day a year job.
I just like the idea that they're just wrapping up season 2 after 15 years. Those like House Hunters shows have like 3 seasons a year, don't they? There's some shows like that. Where they call, I guess a season is just a production schedule. It's not actually a year of TV.
I know this has nothing to do with what you're saying, but there was a TV show, and I forget where it is, but they got rid of all the ghosts, and the ghost hunters were like in their abandoned places going, I got nothing to do now.
What? This is a show?
Yeah, I think it was Doctor Who.
Oh, my fucking circuits went out. That's not good.
Rocco's Modern Life. Yeah, you couldn't get away with that one. I remember there's that one part where like Heifer's in the farm and then they hook up a milking device to him, but he's a guy.
And he likes it.
And he like blows a huge fucking load in the milking machine and he passes out. And I guess they just take that milk and then sell it to people to drink.
Yeah,
After that, they should have had Mr. Fathead, Mr. Big Head, like, a glass of milk. Yummy.
Rocco, do you like it? God, that voice is hilarious. Who's the guy who did that voice? Has he been in other shit lately?
Yeah, I don't know
He was
about
the
lately.
red guy.
But he talks,
right?
yeah, he talks like this all the time.
I remember the one where his wife's like, "You're gonna fuck me, Rock," and then finally by the end of the episode, he goes, "You saw my wife's bathing suit area?" And Rocco goes, "I'm afraid so, sir." And he goes, "Was it as horrible as I remember?" Something like that.
Was it as horrible as I remember? Yeah, he's clearly not into the marriage, which is funny. That was probably more common back then than it was these days. Where the guy's like, man, look, I'm clearly gay.
I like him, and if you saw the movie they did.
Yeah, I did. It
He
was
has,
really
like,
good.
A song about how happy he is, and his head's like morph into the beat. Boop boop.
That was a good movie.
It was nice.
It wasn't that the censors let them get away with more, by the way. The censors just didn't know what things were.
You know, if I was making a show and they did that whole scene, it was like, Rocco, come sit on the couch with me. I would still let him put that out. That's okay.
Flirting with a neighbor's wife, that's just the old trope. That's that's
the horny neighbor's wife.
Yeah, I think the Flintstones probably did that.
Well, Ma, I'm not fucking you.
I got a little feeling I know a tiny little someone who might. Hey, Fred. Bonnie,
Yeah,
you ate my Wilma.
First you steal my pebbles. Now you're taking Wilma. I'm taking the kids, friend.
He
They
like
call me daddy now.
just stabs him like, die! Yabba dabba doo!
Fred Flintstone was seen in a police chase today after a murder suicide attack. You're never gonna catch me, boy.
Dino bites Bam Bam and they got to put him down. So they smash him with a rock. 'Cause they don't
They
have.
take Bam Bam to juvenile hall.
Imagine how would the Flintstones put an animal down?
There's a gun that's made of a bird, and it's like, oh, it's a living.
No, it's not a living.
Yeah, he's not living.
There's got to be some brutal device like the fill elephant with poison and it shoots it into your veins.
The elephant's shooting.
They just have a rattlesnake that bites you.
History worked in
Time for a
parallel.
lethal injection, Bond, and they just bring out the cobra. It's a living. That's so brutal.
Oh man, I'm just trying
Bonnie,
to think.
we gotta get rid of your brain tumor.
Did the Flintstones have TV? They didn't.
Yeah,
right?
they did. A little.
So they just, what was
In
on
fact,
the
sometimes
TV?
it was just an actual TV. Like often it was just an animal or like something pretending to be someone. Like the weather report with Mr. Stork. But then other times it'd be like turn on the TV and it'd just go blomp. It'd just be a guy there on
Wilma, you like that I got 200 channels and I can skip the commercials?
Wilma, how does this one work? I don't get it.
Fred, this hasn't been invented yet. You're stupid. I'm gonna tweet about what an idiot you are. Have you seen was it Maxwell Adams, the Billy and Mandy guy, did his own Flintstones movie called like The Flintstones Marriage on the Rocks?
No, I saw. I love that one to where he's like yabba dabba doo, and then he like kidnaps that lady, and she's like, "Well, I'm gonna," and then he like crashes the car.
Does that really happen? I don't.
Yeah, it gets really dark to where like a lady's like, if you're gonna kidnap me, then I expect to be treated right, and you're gonna pay for a wedding, and you better get a better job, and I expect a house on the nice side of town. He goes yabba dabba doo, and he crashes his car into a big tanker truck. Like tries to kill himself basically. Take her with him. He's like, why the hell did I die?
The hell you coming with me, boy?
It's a great one. Yeah, it was really good.
What if they just redid Fight Club? What if they
Flintstones,
the Flintstones?
Rock
yeah.
Club.
Rock Club. The first rule about Rock Club. Oh man. In Rock, like Fred Flintstone, like it's a chemical burn, boy. Oh
They
man.
put porn on all the carvings.
He goes in and edits the film, and there's like, who would edit the film in that world? Like, what would the film?
Oh, it'd be the Great Magoo or whatever.
Oh yeah, but there'd be like, there would have to be
actually,
a character that's like.
It's debatable that the Great Magoo would be the Brad Pitt character because he's imaginary.
Oh yeah.
Yabba gabba goo. The Great Kazoo, that's it. Yeah, the Great Kazoo would be Brad Pitt.
The Great Kazoo.
And he'd be like, I'll erase it, dum dum.
Your wife put up revenge porn of you. I'll erase it, dum dum. Boo.
Dibbity dibbity doo.
Oh, you've really done it this time.
He like shoots himself in the face with a slingshot to get rid of him. He's like, "Oh, you really did it this time." And he
Like,
turns around, he's gone.
I'm not ready for another pregnancy with Wilma. Oh, well, you've done it this time, dum dum.
Can't you just make it go away? It's like, oh, I could.
Oh, I could, but you're so barbaric. You can't get over it.
I watched. Now, what's
Six
Great
Crazy
Kazoo doing
Cats.
anyways? I forget what his mission was. Was his mission just to like bother Fred?
Yeah, he's like the Q from Star Trek. He's like just ruining his life.
He's just bored. He's like, I just like to go to primitive planets and just show off.
I think he does. Yeah, I think that is the premise.
He's smart to wear a helmet because, like, at any minute, Fred or
They're
Barney
gonna
could
club
just
him on
like,
that.
yeah, if he just like moves the wrong way or just looks weak, you know, kind of like how like when you're swimming and you look like you're injured, a shark will just attack you just because you're weak.
Fred Flintstone's like, I'm an alpha male.
Yeah, like Gazoo tries to walk out the door and like Fred can't like help himself but to try to chase him and smash his little head in.
Good night, Jillian.
Good night, Gillian.
Gillian.
Jillian.
Is it Gillian?
Well, if he's French, it might be Jillian, like Gillette.
I saw a girl in the picture. It said Jillian.
Oh, I'm at 4K, so I don't see, like, I can see Six
Your
Crazy
text
Cats
is-
and Sleepy Dog Zone's got a Scooby Doo icon. Six Crazy Cats got a cat that winks, and Gillian S has a smudge that's kind of blue and brown.
The S is for smudge.
Yeah, 4K is great. It really makes things readable.
You can scale your monitor up and down, you know.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, if I scale up YouTube chat, guess what that does to every other web page?
Oh, that's well, and here's the other problem I have is that like Apple did a really weird version of that where they're like it can only be resolutions divisible of 1080 or multiples.
I
So
think
you
I
can
might
do
have
like
to use Edge browser, Brian.
I do use Ed or I use I use edging just for the YouTube chat.
Yeah, might not be a bad
Edging
idea.
browser.
Because I'm never going to use it for anything else. So it's like, yeah, that's the YouTube chat right there. The E.
Yeah, it is like having a dumpy extra car that like, well, you know.
It's a little,
gotta go on
it's
a
a
road
little like
trip.
trailer I hitch onto the back of things when I got to haul shit around.
Oh man.
All right.
Did you guys see
How
the-
about that new Rick
oh.
and Morty, Brian? Sure. Let's
Yeah,
go there.
That is what that's exactly what I was about to say. I liked it. Did you guys like the new Rick and Morty? Chat?
I can't think of a way to explain it without spoiling it.
It's gonna have to be spoiled. So I guess are we gonna spoil it or no?
Go ahead.
I don't oh Sugar Bits didn't love it. It was okay. Everyone thought it was okay.
Brian, nobody likes your
liked it.
stupid dude bro sci-fi bullshit.
I liked it. Nobody's a real fan of Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty, much like Doctor Who.
It has dysfunctional man written all over it. And frankly, in this day and age, in 2023, I find it to be a bit disgusting. I'm kidding. Yeah, I thought it was good, actually. I liked it. It was fun. It's a good sci-fi thing, a follow-up to a conclusion. And honestly, I don't think that any of the built-up drama in Rick and Morty is good enough that it needs to be the apex of the series. I think it should just be a comedy, and the best way to keep it a comedy would be to like stamp out some of your long winding lore based, you know, missions, for lack of a better term.
I like the idea, yeah. Ben Cage says Solar Opposites better. I like Solar Opposites, but nothing makes me laugh harder than like just that first season of Rick and Morty, the Valentine's one where you're watching the most dumbass, like I've seen it before. Oh, a love potion. He needs a love potion and the wacky scientist makes everyone fall in love. But then the twist that like it's flu season and they have a rap about flus and they have a dance for flu season. And then you did it, Rick, you solved it. And you watch him turn the gadget and then they just blow up. And just the existential fear and horror and chaos of that. I really they should have saved that for the last episode of that season.
That could have been the last episode of the show altogether.
It was a great premise. Yeah, and I like that they're dealing with that now, that they're like, maybe we shouldn't just abandon shit. But like
I liked when the
nothing will stop
dinosaurs
it.
just sealed up the portal. My favorite episode is always going to be the dinosaur one.
Well, in this new woke culture, this new PC woke culture. No, that first season of Rick and Morty, they say a few words that you can't say on TV anymore out of good conscience. And I do like that Patton Oswalt talks about it like they're taking away our language, bro. We can't say and do these raunchy things. And he's like, if you don't have the one pack of crayons, get a different pack of crayons and color something different. I like that the dinosaur humor is that they're passive aggressively nice. Like you were pointing out how
there's other
funny that
ways
is.
to have that kind of like antagonistic edge, and yeah, passive aggressiveness can be so fucking.
Yeah.
I think that's where most domestic violence cases occur. But then again, I'd have to ask the people that work on the show about that one.
The fortune cookie one's really good. I gotta say, I dropped off after season 3, and then I came back at the end of 5 for that finale. Where at the Citadel, the intercom just says, "Nobody leave, everyone stay," and they all jump through the portals and just get blended into mush.
It was nice to see them clean that up.
I like. How many times is the Citadel blown up now?
Well, most of them are dead. Enough of them that it doesn't matter.
It's just funny. I also like that the premise that there's infinite universes, there's either a Rick or a Morty. It's never like Rick and his son Clyde or Rick and his fucking nephew Steve. It's always Rick had to marry this one person and have this exact family. There's something funny about that.
That's fun. I wish High on Life can continue to be fun, but unfortunately that DLC looks terrible. Like it's like 50 minutes long, and they just said, we just threw the character out. And I'm like, well, I can't blame you. That sucks for the development team, though. They worked really hard on that game. That's just gone.
The problem is that I like those Squanch games because of that kind of humor. So like you're gonna have to just write around that, I guess.
They're gonna have to make
everyone
a new game.
else. You could literally make the company anything at this point because you cut out the J Royals of it all. Like,
yeah, no, I just,
not
it sucks that their little DLC got torpedoed, is all I'm saying. But, I guess it's not the worst.
Well, like,
hopefully they're working on a brand new game and it comes out and hopefully it's good and hopefully it doesn't suffer any nonsense, because that's a real unfortunate place to be put under.
But the whole point of going to play one of those games is to listen to Royland just shout at me. Like that's why I'm wondering what
I can replace screamy shouty guy.
Yeah.
And they could replace me, but like there have been many loud screamy dudes. Like, okay, let's say you replaced Justin Roiland with Sam Kinison, revived him from the dead. Do you think it would be that much worse?
No.
I think it would probably be different, and maybe it would be a little worse or maybe a little better. But I think that to assume that it's like, this is the only person who could do this and make it funny, is kind of like going, I don't like mashed potatoes, even though you're fine with it. You're like, no, I want candy.
Well, and the people dealing with the show like that right now, like Roiland never wrote the canonized stuff. He sort of just shouted and they molded around it, but like the only reason I'm worried about,
I'm sure he had influence, but it's like that the show costs money ultimately. I don't like personally. I've watched and I continue to watch movies and listen to music that is made by people that are definitely worse than Justin Roiland, especially in the music category. Damn, you can't like listen to anything made before like 2005 without being like, oh. But you can't live your life based off celebrity drama and stuff like that. If you like Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, that has nothing to do with like Bill Cosby being fucked up. Those two things are completely divorced from each other. So, the Fat Albert fan for as an analog shouldn't be like, oh, well, I don't like Fat Albert anymore after I learned Bill Cosby is like the Sandman of the bedroom. But,
the Sandman.
Yeah, it was quick, huh? But real clever.
Never land.
Take my hand.
Take my hand. Cover your drink with a napkin.
Gobble, gobble, gobble. Exit loud. Take my hand. Time for Rohypnol, land my friend.
Robo-hypno. Dr. Robotnik's latest invention, it makes the robots Be a little more
I'll
subservient.
be like, go to sleep. Go to sleep.
What if Scratch and Grounder found out they were being fed Robo-Hypnol, and that's why? That's why they're idiots.
That's why they're stupid. He
Brains are
keeps
fried.
poisoning them.
Yeah. And so they
It
pretend to take it,
It
and they
wouldn't be
get.
Robo-Hypnol. It would be the CBD. Like,
He's
Robotic
giving
keeps
them,
he keeps
feeding
feeding
them
them
drain
weed.
cleaner.
Here you go, dumb bots. Have more brownies.
Sugarvid said for the first time since the first season, they have a new company, like a studio handling the animation. It looks identical. Probably the same board artists though, because the board artists are always in the building with the writers. So I'm sure some shows you can definitely tell that it's this new one. It looks exactly the same. They probably even pulled the animators, but
I'm
I
sure
also
if they have access to the rigs, they would just take those and repurpose them anyways.
well, and also like the only show I've seen where I can tell when a new animator starts is like The Simpsons. Because The Simpsons, whenever it's all stiff and on model, that's because they're new. And then you watch it get bouncier and more fluid, and you're like, oh, I see a lot of personality.
I like how South
Channeled
Park looks
correctly.
less and less like
Construction paper
yeah,
with
no,
gradients, transparencies, and the smoke. Sorry, I was talking over you. That was
no, that was exactly what I was gonna say. Although I will say their fire is at least at 60 frames a second.
Yeah, they have the old real fire trick. Just put some actual photographic fucking overlays in there. Man, you know what? I like how the Rick and Morty rigs look at least. I
I don't mind
actually
how the show
animated
looks. I have very little complaints about modern animation and quality. I haven't seen anything as egregious as. And the thing is, like maybe Problem Solvers, but that one's obviously intentionally made to look garish, right? So I don't know if you can really count that if it's done intentionally. But I haven't seen too many like accidentally ugly ass. Like what were you thinking with these character designs? Is this making fun of somebody? Art styles. I haven't seen too much of that. I think people are a bit more wise to that than they used to be.
I do think it's funny. Remember watching those like the Roiland shows that didn't get made, and it's always like a dude burping and talking like Rick, and there's always a grandson.
Well,
Someone did
if you know your paces and what makes you laugh, I know that I have certain like setups that always kill me. Like again, any Bill Cosby joke. Like I know it's stupid. And it's like, dude, that's so old. Why are you still even thinking about Bill Cosby? Shouldn't you? That says a lot. Yeah, I know. But something about America's favorite. And also, my Bill Cosby impersonation's terrible, so I can never achieve a full mockery of it. It's like being comedically edged. Like,
You're being comedically edged.
Yeah, I can't quite make fun of Bill Cosby the way I really want to, but I can imagine it. I can never quite get there, you know what I mean?
Comedic edging.
Yeah, comedic edging is very important to keeping things funny. Gobble gobble gobble. Gobble. I like a Jello pudding.
If you ever want to laugh, chat, go watch any of the old Channel 101. Railroad Times is my favorite. Where it's just
Times is really
Roiland
good.
chatting.
It's just screaming
over like a trace bitmap shitty background, and he's like, I will tell you all about railroad times. What times were those? That was times there were railroads. And it'll just flash back, and it'll be a train that looks like Morty going, are you fucking building the train?
I can explain it shorter. Railroad Times is an example of the louder you are, the funnier it is.
It gets louder and louder, and then it has Justin Roiland saying my favorite quote ever.
It's very prophetic and funny in that sense too. It's funnier. It's one of those things that becomes funnier as revelations and news occurs, and those are my favorites. The ones that only get better in time.
As you're watching this dude's career implode, you're like, oh well, maybe this was all justified.
Sleepy Dog Zone. I don't feel bad doing a Bill Cosby impersonation because I've never ran across anybody else on the planet who talks like that. Like, what the fuck's that?
Would you like to hear a new alien language?
No, yeah, really. Like, like Michael Jackson spoke a little funny, but I still, I've ran across people that speak like that because they're just, they're light toned. I mean, not skin. I'm sorry. I mean, like voice.
Yeah. Ooh, hi. What's going on? You like my tone?
Yeah, well,
A little pasty, this tone I'm doing.
Both things can be true. Litivigo is a real condition. And
Little Vigo?
yeah, little Vigo.
This
That's
is
what it's
my
called, right?
Vitiligo.
Ah, shit.
This is my son, Little Vigo.
Man, I'm really not prepared for this charity. They really should have vetted me. They shouldn't let me on stage.
They brought you onto the Michael Jackson charity, and you're like, Little Vigo, man.
I'm in
What
front
kind
of a
of
dead
name is
body.
that?
It's like a funeral, too.
And you're doing like a whole set.
Yeah, someone was murdered. Like, little Vigo is an awful disease, and everybody's like booing. I'm like, well, I'm sorry. What do you need me to say?
Yeah, what answer would please you? Little Vigo.
A little light.
Oh, I love Little
A
Vigo.
little light toned.
He's a little light. Yeah, he's a little light toned.
I meant like, hey, he's like up in the register, a little high.
Yeah, I know what you meant, but I also
Damn
know
it.
what you said. My ruse has been found out.
I do like that you can make a mistake like that and people are like, no, fuck you. It's like, no, but it's a genuine no.
Oh,
Only an evil person would make that mistake.
you're a monster.
Yeah, it's true though.
That's a good point. Yeah. Little Vigo.
Look, just put me in a cell with Bill Cosby. We'll make the funniest stand-up routine you've ever seen in your life. It'll be like, like gobble gobble gobble. It'll be like,
Isn't he
stop
out now?
making fun of me. I think he's out. I mean,
I think he's out.
is it CVS right now buying Cheerios?
I'm still blind.
Like,
My latest laser creation. I call it a Death Star. It's just like
cancel my Christmas special. Oh, woke media.
yeah, everyone wanted to watch the Bill Cosby Christmas special. Jesus Christ.
Oh man,
You
that
seen
thing
it?
was gonna suck.
Yeah,
he did us a
late-stage
favor by getting in
comedian.
trouble.
It would be funny if it's like the funniest movie ever. Like he like written and directed this like amazing movie.
Oh
And
yeah,
after
he
he dies, it
wrote
comes
that
out.
he wrote that back in like 1982, and it was like really good. And he's like, I'm gonna hold on to this for when it's all
It's
over.
like Scrooged. Yeah,
One-
yeah. He was like, I just want to give one last gift, my final
I
screenplay.
wanna write my final one while I'm at my prime. And it's just in the shredder.
It would be funny if they put it out, he's in it, and someone just dubbed all the voices. So when you're driving a car, right? It's just obviously some other dude doing it.
If we make AI Bill Cosby, is it better because he's not real? That's my ethical question right now. If I AI simulate somebody who like is a mass murderer, is
Yeah.
it better that I did that than somebody who like, I don't know, like let's say I did an AI simulation of John Wayne Gacy. Am I offending the estate of John Wayne Gacy? Is that immoral? Am I like doing a bad thing to John Wayne Gacy? Is that immoral of me to do? I'm asking for a friend.
I'm just thinking about
Not stupid.
Like, what are
We're
you gonna
gonna
do
give it a
about
little
monsters?
second. This cutscene does this on every system. GTA 4 is a weird game, but we just gotta wait a little bit.
yeah. I've only been here like 10 minutes.
I gotta reboot the
would
whole damn computer too. That's the
You just get a new computer at this point.
well, I have actually I need to get an old computer. That's the dumber thing, but that's besides the point. Runs better on older machines probably, but no. I'd play through with the crashes, but if I have to restart the computer every 30 minutes, there's no way that doesn't cause some kind of permanent damage after like 40 hours of a game.
Oh.
That's streaming for you, baby.
That's showbiz, kid.
Sometimes the game it don't want to cooperate, and me, well, I ain't going on PlayStation Network to get a copy. Okay, here's the other thing: if I get a PlayStation copy, I can't stream it to Brian in real time, and he can't like
Oh yeah.
watch. So if it's like, well, don't play something that ain't the PC port, it's like, okay, well, see you later, Brian. Had to get rid of him.
It was the best goddamn decision any of us ever made.
And everything went better.
Everything's coming up aces. It would be funny if you realized like a little waveform was coming out of the game, and then you like start pulling it up, and you're like you can't hear it, so you turn your virtual audio cables up, and then finally
fuck
you
with
like
the
run it through
EQ.
OBS.
I'm like, let's turn down the
to
low
yourself.
frequency here, and then like I can hear it.
Yeah, and it's just full on porn. Like this scene is just him looking at porn for the whole.
It's just
Turns out-
copywritten. It's just Michael Jackson music in a frequency we can't hear, but the computer
Yeah,
can see it.
You pull it down, it's like Sergeant Pepper's.
It's just a
Immediately.
bunch of Beatles and Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson owned all that catalog too.
And I don't know, stuff from like Studio Ghibli movies. I'm sure they're litigious.
If you zoom in far enough, it's an entire remake of Super Mario 64 being played in the corner. Like,
Yeah, HD.
yeah, Nintendo really came down hard on that guy. You remember?
Yeah, no, it's the Metroid guy. He really got it hard. Like some guy's making a Metroid 2 remake. It's like, look, it's widescreen and colored, and I changed a few mechanics, and it's neat. And they're like, no, go away.
Get the fuck out of here. So I've tried to become a fucking storyboard artist for animation for years. I mean, I've been doing my own stuff, and I've been on a couple small pilots that never got turned into anything. But I talked to this guy, and I was like, "So you used to do Family Guy cartoons, and now you're on like working on Family Guy?" And he's like, "Yeah, they actually love my cartoons, and they wrote to me, and I thought it was a joke, and they're like, we want to give you a job with health benefits, and we're gonna like pay all your expenses, and you can just make Family Guy forever now." And I was like, "Really?" So I'm working on one that's a Futurama, like Rick and Morty thing, and like Helmet was like, "What's gonna happen is that Fox is gonna contact you and go, yeah, we got to take this down. That one frame of Rick that you drew looks enough like another episode that we actually have legal grounds to destroy your career." It'll be something like that.
Actually,
No
an
appreciation.
episode 9, Rick and Morty was gonna have a Doctor Who cameo,
Yeah, exactly.
and we're really disappointed that the actor seems to have appeared in your thing. But well,
Yeah, we made a deal here. Yeah, it
We have to
turns out we
sue
get
him,
that guy's whole
too.
life ruined.
yeah, he's like getting thrown into British jail. He's like, I did regret nothing. Brian's cartoon was great.
He's like a refugee, and like people are tweeting like justice for this guy.
British people are throwing rotten like vegetables at the police carriage, taking him away on horseback.
There was a Sonic
He's
fan
like,
game that
I'm
came
a
out.
human, not a man.
Yeah, there's a Sonic fan game that came out recently, and there was a guy reviewing it, and the guy who made the fan game was like charging on Patreon if he wanted like more levels or something like that. And this YouTuber's like, "This is a greedy, evil, rotten man. All he wants is money, and he's created a precedent. So now Sega, if they ever decide that him getting money is bad, it'll destroy the whole empire of Sonic fan games. So this guy needs to be stopped. And by the way, his games aren't even good. He's never made a good thing as long as he's lived."
That's a reasonable opinion.
It's like, just calm down. You should be allowed to make stuff, and it's a free market. If you don't want to give someone money to make a cartoon, then they'll just do what they do.
If I get rid of the cartoons I don't like, that means cartoons I do like will be made in their place.
Shigovit says, "Was it LS Mark?" It might have been. I don't remember. It
Look,
was some
Brian,
British
there's
guy.
a limit to how many videos that can exist on YouTube at the same time.
We have to attack other content creators. That's just what happens.
Yeah,
Well,
actually that did happen. There's this that SS Sniper Wolf lady was accusing another person of stealing her look and everything. And then if you look back further, actually the SS Sniper Wolf lady that YouTube supports was stealing this person's look, and like just kind of like Like,
God,
no, I'm
who
going to eat up
cares?
your audience now and boot you out. Now get out of here. You're the one copying me. I'm the, and there's a lot of, usually I'd be like, that's beneath me to talk about. But this lady's like been violating all sorts of copyright law, right?
Yeah.
So and YouTube, protects her. So, special class privilege. I get to complain. I'm a lower class peon. I think it's funny that not only did a guy write all of her scripts, so she's not even a girl gamer, as advertised, it was a guy doing it the entire time, which is hilarious. But also that she's taking somebody else's identity, essentially. I mean, that's me now, and there's no room for you anymore. I gotta eliminate you. I gotta maybe like a fucking amoeba and like absorb you and shit you out.
We
and
were
more
we were
room for
talking about
me.
that with voice actors too, where like there's a guy who made a video about how Justin Roiland's not a good voice actor, and then he's like, "Can he do a cowboy voice like this? Can he do a
it's
Johnny
just
Carson?"
stupid.
And he just starts putting his own demo reel into the video. I've never seen a Rick and Morty where, there's a Batman, Rick. Like he's just doing his like, why no Kermit the Frog, Ricks? I don't
And
understand.
they're
I'm
all
such a
half
good actor.
shit. Like your Kermit is actually good. You're giving
I
him,
know.
you're making him sound better than he was. It's like
I
the
was
joke I
pulling
do
out
where I
my-
go, "It's me, the man of 1,000 voices. It's me, Mario.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm SpongeBob. Hey, baby, it's me, Johnny Bravo. Hoocha.
Oh, behave.
It's me, Lois Griffin. Ha, Peter.
Yeah.
It's
That's
it's
exactly
me.
it.
It's me. I'm Joe from Family Guy. Hi, I'm Joe. Hey, Peter.
That was pretty
it's
good.
Me.
Well, do you remember that Brock Baker's done 3 different Rick and Morty impressions, and none of them have ever sounded like Rick and Morty. You just don't have the voice for it, and that's,
Well, like there's like
That's
doing
okay.
fun impersonations on YouTube where you're just having a fun time. Then there's like published, right? So if you're just like on the street, it's kind of like a street cartoonist.
Uh-huh.
If somebody's charging like $5 for caricatures and they give me a caricature and they make me look ugly, I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, I paid $5 for this."
There is someone who will fight you over 5. I watched my dad one time get mad over
Those kind of
a
people
dollar
deserve to be
store
beaten into the
purchase.
floor.
I know. My dad went into a dollar store one time. This will probably implicate him, and he can't defend himself in this. He went to a Dollar Tree.
Roman's calling the cops right now.
I know. He went to a Dollar Tree and tried to get a refund on a light bulb that the filament broke, like a little tiny like nightlight light bulb.
Oh, what a cheap shit.
Well, no, yeah,
What
no.
a
Here's
cheesy
the thing.
motherfucker.
No, but you gotta understand, we didn't have gas money to get back either. That's what kind of position he was in. So he's screaming at this person about like he's either gonna get his money back on this light bulb, or there's gonna be hell to pay. And I just walked out of the store. I'm like, I'm gonna just not be here. And then he came back with a new light bulb, and he goes, I didn't pay for this, but it's about the fucking principle of the matter. They learned their lesson in there. I'm like, yep, they sure did.
I like how they gave him the light bulb instead of the money, so you're stuck there. That's hilarious.
No,
I'm
they
like,
didn't.
yeah, we'll
They didn't give
replace
him
it
the
for
light
you.
bulb. They didn't give him the light bulb. He stole the light bulb. Well, I don't know if it's stealing if it's like an 89-cent light bulb.
If I
didn't
knew
work.
somebody's trying to get me over for money like that, I would use executive authority to go, "Oh no, we can't give you money back, but here's another light bulb. Here you go."
You can have as many light bulbs as you want.
I can't get
It's
cracked
like-
for this.
It's just, yeah, that kind of behavior. Like, I work in an area where it's either rich people or drug addicts, because
And they're all very
So-
principled people, very
they're
principled
all-
drug addicts
yeah,
and
they
rich
all have-
people.
but like the drug addicts will come around the store and like circle it, where
My
like
code of honor.
yeah, they have a full shopping cart full of things they can't pay for, and then realize that there's
Well,
like
it's
security in
shit.
every aspect of the place, and then they'll pick fights with the security guards and try to sneak out the other way, but there's only
Yeah,
one
that-
exit.
They'll definitely like just have one person fill up a cart and then pick a fight with the guard while their other friend walks out with like a stick of gum in his pocket. It's like, I didn't
Yeah,
buy
exactly. I
anything
got my
today.
gum. I like my gum.
We get free
Yeah, it's
gum
just-
every day.
It's just, I don't know. I've never threatened to kick someone's ass over $1. It just I've bought entire like keyboards for my computer that cost like $150, and even then I'm like, oh fuck.
I've let
Guess
people
I'll
have
have
the
to-
dollar just to diffuse a fight, just so they feel like they got one over. It's like, yeah. It's like, oh yeah, you got a cigarette off me. Look at you. It's like,
Yeah,
yeah, man,
exactly.
I'm the
Well,
king.
and only this far into my life am I really proud that every once in a while I'll give a friend, 50, $100 and I don't even give a shit. Like it just doesn't matter as much anymore. It's like, well, look, my friend needs it, and they've been nice to me and not bullied me. That's why the chat doesn't get money. They always bully me. But you know what I mean? Where and then there's some people in this world that they'll spend an untold amount on DVDs, and then they'll go like, and I had to go get the manager's manager because the stick of gum wasn't the quality I expected, and I demand perfection from my fruit stripe gum. That was
It's a tale as old as
$1.20.
time on the internet with a lot of famous or formerly famous people, to where you find out, like, I need your money, guys. We need you to tip, givey buddy. Then it's like, well, what did they do with the money? Well, they spent $40,000 on a mobile game over the course of 2 years, and then they bought a BMW, and then they got
That was
cash
it.
on all their credit cards and bought a house with the mortgage.
Oh man,
It's
how
like,
many
well,
YouTubers have you and I met that like or seen that
they've
they
done that
seem to have a
exact
really
thing. 5.
extravagant life, and then they're begging?
Exactly
Yeah.
5. I've seen exactly 5 do the exact same thing I just said. I'm like, wow.
Well, I was
If
always
not
told day
outright,
jobs were bad, but-
outright doing stuff like
Ugh.
celebrating YouTube going good and then getting drunk and then getting themselves killed somehow.
Yeah, or just like I don't know. A lot of the people that I thought were successful, I found out are my age and they live with their parents, and it's like I
That's
looked at
fun.
there's an
Brian,
animation.
think about it though. They
subreddit.
still won though because they never had to pay rent and they got all. It's
My
like,
parents started charging me rent, and because they're like, "You're a fucking adult and you have a job. Look, you're gonna have to pay rent at some point."
it's like being Michael
So I
Jackson
got a
without ever having
year
to pay
off.
taxes.
Yeah. Well, shit.
You've been struck by a smooth criminal. Oh,
I'm gonna eat all the nuggets in your fridge now, mommy.
eat all the nuggets.
Mommy, where the
in the fridge
nuggets?
now. Gonna sleep till
Yeah.
4 in the afternoon. Out the
I
window.
know.
Get up like my salt lamp. Time to fuck bitches up on Team Fortress 2. Ran into the bedroom. Saw mommy wrestling with the dude. I jumped on the bed and said, "Are you okay, mommy?"
You're getting the Heimlich from a smooth criminal.
Then I wrestled. Dude, daddy. Open slap fight.
Don't worry, kid. I'm not hurting your mom. And the kid's like 40.
Then he hit me close fist. That is cheating. So I snapped his neck.
Snapped his neck now.
That's an old green
Oh.
text thing.
That's funny.
Wakes up like salt lamp. Get on TF2, time to fuck bitches up. It's just a big fat guy in underwear. That's like the opener for that and kills me. It's like wakes up, licks salt lamp, jumps on computer. That's great. It's like stimulation. Ah! I'm awake. Time for endorphins. To be so vibrant.
You get so nihilistic with all that, you know what I mean? It's
I can't help it. I do try
I
to
don't know.
avoid nihilism. Like I don't go to complete nihilism, but I have to look. I prefer to call it absurdism, but probably towards the negative area of it. Nihilism would imply that I don't care at all.
yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know. I'm just glad that's not my life anymore. I'm glad I can like get out of my house and go do stuff. It's very liberating.
Yeah, work does that to you.
All right, well that was fun. Chat, any other
No,
topic?
I wanted to play GTA, but then Rockstar decided, no.
That ain't happening.
Max Payne 3 worked great though. That's the funny thing. I guess Max Payne 3 was later on though, so I don't know. Or maybe they thought more people on PC would buy it. They tried a little harder. I'll say this, the Red Dead Redemption 2 port was really good. So I guess they learned their lesson after a while, but damn. Oh, you know, another one I got working is Manhunt 2 of all things. I got Manhunt 2 working perfectly fine.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's insane to me. It used to be really hard to get going.
Some of those are like that.
It's nuts. And the newer the computer, the weirder it gets.
I do like when the computers have weird prereqs. They're like, just...
I like it when games see too many CPU cores and go, whoa, I don't like that.
Stop doing that.
You don't have that many CPU cores. That's impossible.
Why is it Sonic?
That wasn't an attempt, but if it sounded like him, good. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. I like chili dogs and Adderall.
Chili dogs and Adderall. Percocet, chili dogs and Percocet.
My name's Sonic the Hedgehog. I like to abuse medicine that I get from the dentist and eat chili dogs.
Why does he sound like Pee Wee Herman now? I like to eat chili dogs.
Chili dogs, hey!
Man.
They should have put like an entire sheet of acid inside Kermit so when the dude went to go puppet him, bleeds right through.
Oh man, do you think there's new episodes of Weldon the IT Troll?
I don't know. That's something you should.
we should look into it.
Well, yeah, watch it respectfully and nicely.
Guys, if you ever want to see a really good show, it's called Weldon the IT Troll.
No, we're not doing that. don't send anyone anywhere. The owner of the channel say that you only watch the Hellbent channel.
You only watch the Hellbent channel.
And for God's sake, don't bully anybody.
Why would you bully?
I'm looking at you, Sleepy Dog Zone.
The guy who played Kermit the Frog is making his own Muppet show. It's great.
No, it's
he's
not.
Now completely. Shut up. He's unrestricted.
His guest sneezed on everybody. It was really funny.
Oh yeah,
that one got me.
Even the puppet had to wipe himself off.
I don't think that there's anything funnier to me than doing a talk show. And then like somebody sneezes so bad it gets all over everybody. Like, you know, when you have that really like moist sneeze or it's just everywhere, like pow.
Just ruined someone's whole day.
You definitely don't expect it.
Didn't see that
GTA 6 trailer dropping next month. I'm looking forward to it, the Goose. I mean, a lot of the original GTA folks don't work on it anymore, but I bet the PC port runs better than 4. There's that. I don't want to pay $120 for a game, though. Are you kidding me?
Is that what it's going to be?
I don't know. We'll see. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if like base version $100. I wouldn't be shocked. Because I will say this, even as you play GTA 4, it's still pretty high tech, even though it crashes all the time. There's still a lot of stuff going on there that other game studio really just can't do at all. So that's something.
Yeah. Rockstar has the money to buy their own nation. They could launch it. They could launch a space station to make games at.
That's true. It's also kind of Rockstar's fault that it's like this because the Euphoria physics engine, they purchased it. They just outright said, "Nah, we just own it and nobody else can use it." Pretty much. There's like 2 or 3 games that use this really cool physics engine we have in GTA where the characters are kind of animated as you knock them around and all that.
Yeah.
And Rockstar just said, "Nah, we own that. Have fun with Havoc."
God.
It'll catch up. Havoc will catch up. But they definitely gave themselves a solid 15-year head start over everybody else.
Well, the thing that's always bugged me is when you make a product that comes out once every 10 years, you can't make a weird one because it has to be very generic. What if we find out GTA 6, it's like this is an all-girls Grand Theft Auto and it's and it takes place in Tokyo, and they're not going to do that because it's
We'll see.
That would be
I
cool if they
wouldn't.
did something really different. But
I don't think it'll do well, but we'll see.
well, no, but I would like if they made one every 4 years, and they're like, and this is the girl one, and this is the Las Vegas one, and this is the kind of move it around and try some new stuff. But since it's so few and far between, they have to do very generic, easy to swallow ideas, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Grand Theft Auto 1.5 was in the there's one in the future, and it's one of the PlayStation
Well,
1
if you
games.
want to know my thoughts on it, like the heart and soul of Grand Theft Auto kind of bled out during the fifth one. Like they were already losing people by the fourth one, replacing them, expanding. The studio's getting bigger too, so you had a lot more different people working on it. And
Yeah.
after the fifth one, as Red Dead Redemption 2 came out and they started to merge studios together and the money started to become real obvious and they started leaning way more on the online assets and just outright saying we're focused on GTA Online and Red Dead Online and nothing else.
Yeah.
The way the remasters were handled, to where like if the people who actually worked on those had a hand in the remasters, they wouldn't have let it just be a
Yeah, this nightmare.
right. So I guess you just don't have the original team anymore. You have the money and the ideas, but not the people. But maybe that doesn't
Right.
matter. Maybe GTA became bigger than the people who created it, and now it's just an example of money excess and pleasing people through violence, crime, and sex. But maybe it'll be woke as hell. Who knows? If it's woke as hell and they gamble on that, or if it's edgy as hell, let's say it goes the opposite direction and it's like Andrew Tate levels of like, this is how you get women to do shit that you want kind of attitude.
That would be funny. That would at least be different.
I'd hope it would be neither, because playing this one, it has like themes and people and all that, but it's not. It hasn't taken any side.
Right.
Fuck, I don't know. We'll see. It's anybody's guess. My guess would be what you said. Expect a safe product that it's like we put in a female lead character, but don't worry, we didn't change anything else. We're not crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if it was like one female character, and I would like a rapid fire of those kinds of games where it's like marginally better, but at least
I don't know. They
Or
could
do-
write the
or do
character
something.
well. I really like if you want the female character to work, just put in a good writer. This is where they always fuck up, and this is where the Marvel comic movies give it. It's not a bad idea to introduce different main characters. The problem is they write them like shit.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Marvel is a good example. It's like every female character who's a lead in an action thing is smug. Just smug as all fuck.
They destroy your
hates-
fragile ego.
Yeah, if they don't hate men, then they're going to destroy your fragile ego with a simple look or some
The Dutch
you
Elk
know,
is so
women
awesome.
don't like those characters, men don't like those characters, and people like there's a difference between a woman being a boss and being bossy. I get it,
Yeah.
but it's the same archetype over and over again. It'd be like if every character was Iron Man, like Tony Stark. Like we're all playboy, smug assholes. If every superhero was Tony Stark, even Spider-Man and Batman, just smug, super smug, you wouldn't like him. You go, I fucking hate Spider-Man. He keeps telling me about how awesome he is, and he won't shut up. And he keeps saying,
bringing it up.
he keeps bringing up gender for some reason. I don't like that. In fact, I kind of had that issue playing that Spider-Man game. It kept bringing up like body things, and I'm like, I get it. Were you bitten by a radioactive? Never mind. I was about to make a joke that Aqua Teen got in trouble for.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say radioactive.
The radioactive spider that bites Peter Parker has a big rainbow on it.
Yeah, it's a radioactive. No,
I have the
particular
powers of a
brand
spider and a gay man.
I have all those too. Yeah.
He just becomes empathetic.
God.
It's like, wow, oh, the power. Written by a radioactive pronoun. That's pretty good. OCD.
Radioactive pronouns, pretty good. Yeah. Oh man.
Politics are stupid as shit. Anybody that gets majorly involved in the boys versus girl argument is a fucking idiot. Boys are better than girls. Yeah, girls are better than boys. I'm gonna prove it. Oh yeah, well I'm gonna get you fucking fired from your job. Oh yeah, well here's where you live. real fucking great examples of humanity out there, really showing their best. You know, real cool folks. I think the future looks bright. I'll say this before you tune. I take a lot of happiness in knowing that modern day people are so used to tablets they don't know how desktop computers work anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That there's like they did a study on Gen Z types, and like about 30% of them know how a Windows folder works.
God.
That's great.
Do you remember I went on Facebook and I posted like, does anyone know what this guy's writing? And they had to explain shorthand to me, and they're like, "What, you don't know what shorthand is?" I guess I don't.
Oh god, I know shorthand, but that's only because I've played so many text-based online video games where people just like there was no spell check a long time ago. So, you know, people were
Right.
just half literate or just didn't. Most people don't know how to spell every single word, believe it or not. It's crazy, I know. But eventually you just got used to people just writing weird. It's like, well, I only need to see 3 letters for each word to know what the word is, and I can guess what the word is from that. So I gotta fill in the blanks. Yeah, it does help out when you got like a high volume job where you deal with like meth addicts and stuff, because you can like translate the meth addict, because you're like, oh, yeah, you only speak in half words.
You only speak in quick, snappy. Oh, I love meth addicts. They're a lot of
Remember when
character.
Spider-Man said, "Nice outfit. Did your boyfriend make it for you?" That was fucking funny.
No, he didn't say that.
He said to Macho Man Randy Savage, he jumped up and said, "Nice outfit.
Oh.
Did your boyfriend make it for you?" That was funny.
One of them.
The amazingly homophobic Spider-Man. The spectacularly homophobic Spider-Man.
Yeah, the amazingly still employed Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, no way home.
Spider-Man, please go home.
Spider-Man, go away. Harry found with $2 says, "Are you winning?" Yeah. The game crashed and we just started talking. I mean, look, I'm gonna have to like really put some work in to make GTA 4 work, or just grab a console copy. So we'll see how that goes. But if you're tuning in and wonder why he's just Roman sitting at a phone, it's because I gave it a I gave it a try. Could be on my end. It's probably on my end. If it's not on my end, then that's just one of those fun deals when it comes to PC gaming, and that sometimes it could be as stupid as your computer is too modern, or you have too many things plugged into the USB ports, which is my favorite.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that happening.
That's the worst one, where it's like, you have too many things plugged in the USB. I don't like that. I'm gonna run like shit. Oh, that's good.
Thanks,
like,
buddy.
Why? And it usually boils down to like, well, it worked with some backlit keyboard at some point in time that had stupid software. And now it checks for every USB device to make sure it doesn't have one of them Razer keyboards.
Really, you're gonna make that a feature on my computer?
GTA Definitive Trilogy replay next. If I can't get 4 working, maybe stupid. We'll see, probably. How about some Gungeon or Isaac? We've been going for 3 hours and it's an off day, so I don't know about streaming like 4 or 5 hours today, but I'll probably swing around tomorrow with something.
That's a good idea.
What? I couldn't tell you, but I get more energy back. Definitely feels better not to have fucking vertigo. Oh yeah, we gotta do ghost loads again and maybe something. We'll figure it out, but no promises as it is, playing it by ear. And if tomorrow falls through, it just falls through. But definitely Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we'll have some stuff. But You know, if GTA 4 doesn't work, we still got Detroit Become Human, and we still got to finish up Alan Wake 2, so we got some stuff Brian's still interested in that won't crash, so that's something. Boy,
Stuff I'm
GTA 4 was fun while it worked, though. Remember when I ran over those people and the big blood splatters happened?
That was 6 weeks ago.
What do I got planned for 2024? Fucking swearing less? That's all I
Losing
got.
some weight. Yeah.
I just want to try to give myself a New Year's resolution that's actually difficult, but not like high stakes. Like, you know, fix your psychological trauma. And that's a little bit too much. Let's keep it simple. Try not to swear. Yeah, let's diversify our vocabulary for 2024. I can go back to swearing at any point in time, damn it. But you know, if you don't swear and you speak really good, you don't have to worry about catching your tongue nearly as often either. It's a good habit. It's a fucking good habit. Plus, when you say fuck, it means something more.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, I'm getting sleepy. So I'm out of here. But Brian, thank you for joining me. Thank you everybody for watching. Hey, sticking in here too. Still 44 viewers after running our mouths. We'll have to do a live show. But we'll get to that later. I'm fading out here. I'm all of a sudden got horribly sleepy. What a great. Oh yeah, I busted my ass today. I took like a 30-minute nap, and I'm like, why am I so tired, dude? It's only 11 o'clock. It's like, oh yeah, it's a Tuesday. I bust my ass on Tuesdays. Well, we're getting there. Give another month of me busting my ass, and I'll have completely acclimated to it. We'll be back to 7-day-a-week streaming. Just you watch. Not a promise, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm out of here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for joining me, Brian. And thank you for the tip, Sleepy Dog Zone. And an Airy Fallon. Have a good night. Thank you for watching. We'll fix GTA 4, but if we can't, we got other shit. Good night.